Yeah, I guess we'll just jump right into it. No warm-up or whatever. Okay.
We're already half an hour late.
Yeah. Actually, shouldn't be too big of a deal.
Oh, he muted himself because of kitchen noises, but he's here. We started the
Well, my mother was using the blender and it was very loud.
Ah, and here's Lizard Nix coming to us from beneath the ocean. Blah, 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 is all I'm hearing. Is that anybody else, or is that just me?
No, I'm hearing that too.
Okay.
Everyone is breaking up for me. I don't know what's the issue. Can anyone hear me? Probably no.
I can hear
you. It was Lizard Nix.
Everyone is roboting for me. I don't know what's the issue. Discord shows here bad connection for some reason, but my internet is fine. I just checked. So I'll quit and rejoin.
Invisible. There we go. Oh, and they both left. Very cool.
I'm here. Don't worry.
That's okay.
Connection is still shit.
Is the internet being... Okay. I'm checking on my end. There's nothing on my end, so I don't...
Yeah, I was like on a VC before I joined, before we joined, and everything was fine. I don't know what's going on. I guess it's just...
Perhaps someone's piggybacking off your signal. Or your parents are illegally torrenting something.
No, there's no one here. I'm completely alone for the weekend. Anyway.
Are you sure you're alone? Perhaps the femboy in your closet isn't dead.
He is Greek. That is not out of the realm of possibilities.
So, let's just jump right into it, shall we? So where we last left off, you had at last purged the island of the Sussy Baka Shroom Boys, and now you've had a moment to sort of relax and recover a little bit. During the battle, your favorite fish people began to show up, and seeing that the particularly large, nasty creature... Stop trying to get out of here. Right. Apparently, I need to update things because my computer has reminded me 3 times now of something that needs updating.
You are roboting. What's the issue? It's my issue. I don't know what to do. So
Massive skill issue.
Yeah,
I can hear mouse fine.
Is it really just me? No!
But I hear you fine.
Okay, you're gonna have to translate what I say to him.
Okay, so...
Just go on, I'll try and cope.
Listen through the VC, or the
Even if Xera is shit.
But I'm fine.
Okay, this is unbearable. BRB.
Well, anyway. You guys remember what happened last time. Lizzie wasn't here, so I'll tell Lizzie what happened. Lizzie, you fought. People died, but you won. Congratulations.
And
they
then
somehow
I had to
managed
leave.
to keep one of the ghouls alive.
Yeah, my ghoul, let's go. Whoop, whoop. You used fire breath, incinerated the party, did nothing to the boss.
Well, you counteracted one of its really good defensive abilities, so that's a win, I suppose.
I guess.
So anyway, let's get right into it. As you're doing that, oh yeah, the only one that actually like kind of died was Megalophe, and he's a spirit, so he doesn't die.
It doesn't matter, yeah. Oh, we didn't kill the boss though because motherfucker was just Sundowner. Just would not die, and then just like opened up a portal and yeeted himself out. I'm fucking invincible! When the wind is low and the fire's hot, the vulture waits to see what rots.
I mean, you're not entirely wrong, given what
I am.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, you're in roll 20 now. Okay, so
Yeah.
from your position here and here were some wild magic shit. The very large weirdos chaos spawn creature was here doing a ritual thing. We came in.
I'll show you what it looked like.
We came in from here. That's some HR Giger nonsense. Very cool. We came in here, split up the party. Oh, Willem was here, but mind controlled. So I spent my entire time down here, beating the shit out of him. He's okay now. Well, we don't know that. He's knocked out. He's unconscious, but stable. And then everybody else was fighting the big monster. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you successfully use non-lethal damage for once to incapacitate someone. Now that we learned how the rules actually work regarding that.
Don't remind me.
I am glad to be the first one in
better.
all of the Veil setting to use non-lethal to take down someone successfully.
Hey, I used non-lethal too, but every non-lethal I tried back then was a critical.
I'm sorry to break your bubble, Mouse, but Alvin already killed someone with no lethal damage before with a crit.
Now, see,
Okay, but
in defense of that situation, even following the normal rules, you would have killed him anyway, because you crit him when he was already low health. So he would have died regardless.
Right, but
All
here's
the other times people died from non-lethal damage was me and Ray not understanding how the rules work, and I apologize for that.
It's
so
okay, you can always fix it.
Lizzie, here's the thing though. I didn't want to kill Willem. Willem is still alive down here, but unconscious and stable. That's the point. I didn't want to murder him. I successfully used non-lethal for its intended purpose, to remove someone from the fight without killing them. Haha. The first one.
Thankfully, it worked. The plan worked fine.
Yeah.
We had a very big issue with the boss here, though. But
Yeah.
That, I still can't get over that. It still makes me, like, want to start laughing every time I think about it.
Reduced to 1 HP. Well, guess I gotta heal. Had to drop.
Yeah,
Had
it's
to
like
drop
bypasses
Alma's
the
mom.
mischance, gets the attack roll so high it hits and threatens critical hit, fails to confirm. That's okay. It's still a guaranteed hit. Gets minimum damage. Twice in a
it's
row.
not my fault. I did whatever best I could.
Then reduced to exactly 0 HP while grappling
Twice.
Alma's mom. That's like, well, grappling is an offensive action, so bye. And she goes down under the platform.
I think what's just so funny about that is, like, I've never had a combat where that happened, where someone got reduced to exactly 0 twice and
It's
still
very
didn't
funny.
die. It's just absolutely insane.
He's our Vegeta now. He's going to be our companion next round. Our next game.
Next game, maybe next life. Like,
Everything is
maybe
robotic for
maybe in the
me.
next life, Alma will be reincarnated as something that doesn't follow a cringe goddess.
If I have, if like I ask what you said, please bear with me because everything is robotic.
No problem.
As punishment, Alma was going to be reborn as a Saedra. So she can understand that Sailor aren't people by being one.
Okay, but you can't be reborn as a Saedra because Saedra don't have souls, so you can't reincarnate into something without a soul because, it doesn't really work that way.
Okay,
You either
she's
have
going
a
to have her
soul or you don't.
consciousness transferred
If
to
Sa-
Sailor body.
That's not how that works. That doesn't work that way. I suppose if you really wanted to, you could use a wish to turn yourself into a Saedra, but like, why would you do that? Yeah, it's like that would be objectively the wrong decision, but sure, I guess.
Alright, so I'm gonna assume all my buffs are
Well,
worn off
anyway,
now.
Endelion and Daimir just heal themselves while the fishmen all gather together and begin chanting.
Since we didn't have time to heal, I guess we can take this moment to quickly heal with our Tear of Denial. Because we don't really have any more healing, and I think a tough battle is ahead, whatever the final battle will be. So I'm gonna use one charge of my Tear of Denial.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave one for the save thing throw. Okay, what is it again? 1d. Why I keep forgetting that. Anyway, proceed. I'm gonna find it and heal.
All right. Endelion actually will probably turn around as well and use her ability to heal Alma, given that the conflict is over. Okay, that doesn't beat the DC, but that is still plus 21.
Now, here's the meme, by the way. We're talking about, are you sure it's not the femboy in your closet? And I thought of this meme immediately. Adrian is on command.
Okay,
His femboy just
plus
died.
16. I healed for 16, 3d4 plus my level, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm feeling much better. Oh, by the way, that's very important. I will step back and tell to everyone to keep their distance and mention to the captain that I got infected by spores. I have a potion of remove disease. Will that help?
Potentially, yeah.
Okay,
the captain will kind of look you over and be like, yeah, we should probably all get checked. There's a chance it's a good number of people have got it, especially him. He gestures back towards where Willem lies unconscious.
Wakey, wakey, buddy.
We'll have to deal with that soon. For the time being, can you understand what any of them are saying? As he gestures out towards the
fish people,
the Deepkin, you hear them all like chanting and shouting and just hooping and hollering, just like being as excited as you've ever seen them be in their entire life. And the one phrase they keep repeating over and over again amidst all of their other chanting is, hold on, gotta do Grunka's voice now.
The Blade Bringers are dead. Glory to the King. The Blade Bringers are dead. Glory to the King.
And a lot of the other Deepkin just join in their not so glorious chorus.
Yeah, so if we didn't kill those guys, their boss was gonna sink the island. That's about what I understand of things.
Well, one crisis at a time. For now.
Yep.
I think we need to get you all treated. By the way, how bad is he? That villager.
He's fine. I hit him with the blunt end of the axe. Don't worry about it.
He seemed out of his mind, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Arcus, you were closer to him.
Oh yeah, he seemed nuts. He wasn't talking. I think he got mind controlled. Maybe, I don't know. That is an assumption. I can't drag him over to us, so.
Oh, okay. Would you have carried his body over to you? Okay.
Just so, I mean, everybody's already over here. There's a nice central location to defend ourselves should shit happen again.
Grunka, greet it. Why, Grunka, Gary. infected one. He should be purged, cleansed, so no more get sick.
We will get healed soon.
That's what we're doing.
You have here for plague.
Even I didn't understand what the fuck you just said.
You robot.
Okay, given the
you're
role-playing going
roboting.
on, I'm going to
sorry.
just translate. He asks you if you have a cure for the plague.
Yes.
Yes.
A cure for the plague in this location, located entirely within this monument, at this time of year. Yes.
Well, not
May
really
I
cure,
see it?
but
Negative.
No.
not really cure. But the captain here has.
What
The
is that
ability
primal
to-
magic event going on? It's not a primal magic event. It's Aurora Borealis.
We did this last game too, where we said you see strange streaks in the sky. It's Aurora Borealis at this time of year, located entirely over this island. Yes. Want to go see it? Sure.
All right. Grunker will then inform you that several of his kin have also been infected, and without a way of curing it, they've had to quarantine them, and some are even considering purging them before they become monsters. By the way he speaks, you, Arcus, because of your personal experience with the Zanaki blade, you realize you don't think they actually know how this virus works, like, at all.
Whispers to the guy, I don't even know how the virus works. I think they're idiot fish people.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Well, the point is he's... Well, actually, I'm not quite sure. Actually, let me double check. I don't think Daimir actually knows Abyssal. No, he doesn't. He doesn't understand what they're saying.
I know Abyssal, so I can translate.
We've been translating for him. We tell them the whole thing. All right, so they've got some friends that are infected with the thing. They've been quarantining them, and now they're considering killing them before they turn into monsters. I look 100% honest. They're fish people. I don't care. I mean, whatever it is you want to do, it's up to you. I know what Alma's gonna ask you to do. You know what Alma's gonna ask you to do. I'm just saying, I don't give a shit.
Alma's literally standing next to.
Shut up!
Okay, make a perception
No, for the
check.
sake of. Okay, perception check.
Alright, she can hear me. That's
Okay.
fair.
Arcus whispers about as well as CB does in real life, so you hear
Okay.
him easily.
Well,
The captain kind
Chrysanta.
of like scratches
oh
where
fuck! I
his
did it
chin
again.
would be. What does Chrysanta do? What?
I did it again. Instead of saying Alma, I said Chrysanta.
Oh.
Chrysanta says, "What the frick? I'm in the wrong campaign." Leaves immediately.
Shows up,
Okay,
says nothing, refuses to elaborate further, leaves.
Huh. Okay, fuck you, Discord. What I want to say, I will look at Arcus and say, well, this is obvious a general situation. These spores can't be left unchecked. Even if I understand your perspective, but if even a little bit of these spores, this virus is left on any form of life, it will eventually spread, right? So it's a dangerous
Maybe.
thing in general.
Okay, so here's my point. No offense, Alma. You can't cast cure whatever the fuck it is. Disease, virus, curse, whatever. I can't do it. I still can't do it. Mom, can you do it?
Unfortunately, not.
Right. Captain's the only one that can do it. So that's gonna be a lot of resources that he has to do. I'm saying if it comes down to it, I'm neutral. I don't care. I care about this guy. Point, both hands, just like this guy to Willem on the ground. I care about him. I care about the villagers. A little bit. Just ever so small. Teeny little bit care about them. More than random fish people. Yes, it'll be a big problem later, but like, whatever. It's Captain's call to make. He's the one with the spells. That's it. That's my whole point.
I
Well, in the
have an
background, the
idea.
Guts theme starts playing as Rave begins to slowly cry.
No, Rave. Wait, is Rave conscious? No, I didn't realize he was sentient. My boy, my precious boy.
You see his tears are actually like orange goop.
Well, hugs Rave. I'm sorry, I didn't mean.
All right, you hug Rave. Rave is barely sentient. He is incapable of comprehending human emotions. As such,
I'll make him dance then. Crab Rave, let's
okay.
go.
As you direct him to dance, he begins to dance.
All right, good. Moving on.
So,
I have an idea.
Explains
Actually.
to you. Sorry, I'm gonna say it out of character.
Yes.
Speed this up. He explains to you that while it would potentially be possible to cure all of the denizens, including the fish people, his abilities to cast spells are not infinite, and it would most likely take multiple days to do so. And he doesn't think that you have that kind of time.
Right.
Okay. So Alma has an idea. So Epsilon, can I ask you something?
Epsilon floats out of his coat.
So you mentioned that we could use some kind of magic with that jar to do something for the dragon. Could something similar happen for the virus of death? These spores that infect people?
I'm not
What I'm
exactly
asking-
sure what you mean.
I'm asking if you have like, if this is a, how do I say this? Do you have any idea how we could use magic in a grand scale to cure some sort of virus from life forms?
She wants you
From
to
living
use the
beings?
mass cure disease on the entire island.
Not really.
I am not an expert on such things, but I believe that such a process would not be possible. You see, cleansing someone of a virus or disease, poison, is a much more precise thing. The energies from the primordial chaos are inherently chaotic. In essence, harvesting any energy from there would negate the type of precision results that you're asking for. More than likely, it could possibly kill the virus, as well as melts the creature the virus inhabits.
Oh.
But then it's gone. It's a win-win for everybody. They're no longer infected.
Speak for yourself. I am not a fan of Deepkin sushi.
I'm not sure what we can do.
We'll go to port,
With
we'll
the
get a bunch of
virus.
potions of cure disease, and then we'll come back.
Oh, well, I suppose that is an option. But I have a feeling that they're more likely to just exterminate their infected by the time we get back.
Oh no. Anyway.
Well-
Sorry if I'm going to be selfish here, but at the end of the day, these things still might prove to be hostile, and aiding them when we are already weakened, I don't think is the best play.
I don't think we're in danger from them. We did them a favor by cleansing these cultists of this dead ascendant. Which brings me to another matter. We have to inform the King of the Deep that we succeeded on the task he requested of us, so he's rest assured and he doesn't do, a mass cleansing by erasing the island.
Oh good. More under the water action. No thank you. You go talk to him.
I will.
This king of the deep that you've mentioned, how strong did he seem to be?
He seemed much stronger. Probably as strong as that dragon.
It looked like a big squid lobster combo, and probably about as big as this whole temple.
Much bigger than the dragon. Much bigger. Probably bigger than the temple, actually.
Like, from what I saw, points to the nose of the statue. Down to about that rock right there. That's just what I saw. About that big.
That was probably just his head.
That was probably just his head. That's fair, but that's what I saw. Big guy. Lots of sushi. Well, I'm just saying, you get some clarified butter.
Anyway.
So
You're certain the thing is most definitely a Void Walker.
I wouldn't know how to
Yes.
find one.
It's just seemed kind of strange. All of the deep can here follow it like it's a god or a king, yet none of them have the taint.
I don't know.
Regardless, if it's as big and as strong as you say it is, we might have found a second solution to our dragon problem. But for
that's
now,
actually something I thought, but we should. I think our priority here is to go to the village, check the villagers, heal anyone we can from these spores, and see if the ship is back. And after that, I'll go alone in the sea to inform our Deep King friends that we succeeded on our mission and they rest assured.
Well, all right. I guess we should be heading back. By the way, that thing should probably not be here.
Bye, Rave.
No,
What do you command Rave to do?
Disappear?
Jeffrey.
All right.
Can he just, like, explode?
No.
He does not have a suicide trigger now.
Okay,
We'll give
so
you like a
here's-
little salute, and he will run to the edge and jump off into the water.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I fast traveled to an indoor location, so the summoning despawns.
That's not a not a thing.
It's a Skyrim joke where you can't take your things indoors. Or not Skyrim,
Okay.
Oblivion. You can't take your summons indoors.
Oh.
Goodbye, friend.
They'll immediately
wow.
despawn. Yes.
The captain will also attempt to heal you. You will heal by 13.
13. I'm okay. A little bit above half.
Let me heal.
Did we get what's his face taken care of?
He is still gooped up, but he is unconscious. The captain will go to him, and he will attempt to ungoop. I have to double check how this works.
Very carefully.
I never thought I heard the verb ungoop in my life.
Well, you heard it now. We're gonna
Well, it's-
ungoop
Unshroom then.
them. Unshroomed. Very cool.
What's the cast? Okay, yeah. Needs to attempt cast level against the save DC. I think that succeeds. Let me double check. What is the save DC of Cyril? DC 17. Okay.
Well, I'd
so
say
after the
that
captain
works.
begins channeling a spell
Mhm.
and treats Willem, you see that the kind of like the pulses of like yellowish pox begin to subside, and he starts to look a little bit more like himself again.
Do he the wake up?
He does not the wake up.
Unfortunate. Looks like I'm carrying him on my back, along with everything else.
Along with
Alright.
2 ornate chests.
Oh yes, the chests that you still have not opened up.
Just please let the ship be there. That's all I ask.
All right.
I just want the ship to be there.
I'm tired of
It
this.
takes you several more hours.
Before we leave, I will tell Granke to go with the fish people back and inform the shaman that we dealt with the situation, and to also inform that a dragon is chasing me, so they should be ready for, I don't know, whatever.
Oh yeah,
Just in
real
case.
smart. Tell them that the dragon's chasing you.
Of course, I will tell them.
Anyway.
Wait, who are you telling the dragon's chasing you?
I said to Granke to go tell to the shaman that we dealt with the situation, that there is a dragon chasing me, and I will come to talk to the king of the deep soon.
Okay. He nods to you and gives you a salute and says that he will come back to get you as soon as possible, because he explains in rather crude terminology that there more than likely will be a celebration now that the great, terrible, evil plague bringers have been defeated.
Nice.
All right, as you arrive back in the town, who is here? You see multiple, what are effective like makeshift guards having like a variety of different like mixtures of like, heavy clothing, brigandine, and like brigandine armor, and what's that other type of armor called?
Lamellar?
No, armor's like made of fabric.
Gambison?
Gambison, there we go. Einar comes up to you and is very excited to see you all merch. Oh, it's incredible. I didn't expect you all to be here, but I heard from one of our scouts that you had defeated those vile beasts. I was overjoyed. Oh. He comes up and gives you all a very uncomfortable bear hug, as with his large form, he easily picks up the captain and Arcus with one arm each.
Ooh, wow, you are way stronger than you look. I'm impressed.
Oh, it's genetic. Don't worry about it. Oh, thank you so much for saving our dear Willem. He is one of our best fighters. I don't know what could have happened. My heart broke when I heard that he fell. I'm so glad to see him alive. Although he does still seem a bit off. Is he? Oh, he is all right. Yes, he appears to. He's still breathing.
Well,
he puts his he puts his head against his chest, like, yes, he seems all right. What is wrong with him?
Nobody says a word.
I'm sorry, I was dealing with an issue. My key stuck or something. I'm sorry, please repeat the question. I had the real life issue kind of flooded my brain a bit.
He basically just asks what is wrong with Willem.
He attacked us along with some chaos spawn. I knocked him out because I didn't want to kill Willem. He's a good boy.
Attacked you?
Oh yeah.
That's awful. Yeah, short of it is we're not sure if he was mind controlled, altered. The point is, up until recently, he was kind of like makes a gesture like he's crazy in the head. For the time being, we're probably going to have to keep him under lock and key. Sorry, what'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
Or is that my imagination?
I didn't say shit.
I was curious.
Okay. I thought I heard someone mumbling something. I think.
No, I didn't.
Okay. I think that was someone from else in real life. Okay. So, Einar has a couple people come and they take Willem and they escort him to what's effectively a makeshift jail cell, but it's really just like a separate little like lodging room that happens to have like a lock on the outside of it. As you're walking down the streets, and he again expresses how overjoyed. Several of the other villagers from Crestfall Village also celebrate your return a little bit. Gradually, though, as the crowd starts to peel away from you, and you move to a somewhat more secluded part of the village, Einar will turn to face you, and this time not with a expression of joy, but kind of a little bit of one of worry. I don't want to pry, but there are several things that concern me. It's not that I don't appreciate you all coming back, but I do not see you arrive at all, and normally you always pull into our port by sea, and I don't see the rest of your crew, and this new individual traveling with you. I don't mean to be rude, but she is
It's my mother, so you shouldn't worry.
your mother? But
Your
you
mother?
look anything like her.
Alma will frown.
And Delion will telepathically communicate with you, and it's like, there's a good chance that the reason why he's so perturbed is because of, well, my heritage.
Well, duh.
It's only natural. I've come to expect this.
I got the same reaction from a few of the villagers, but they got used to me.
Your mistake. I mean, what?
The captain kind of like looks between you two, kind of like he kind of knows what's going on, and he takes a step forward and says, listen, I understand you might have reason for concern, but Delion here has done, honestly, phenomenal, both helping us defeat those things back there and, well, a lot else I can't really talk about, but just I'll tell you that she's proven herself to be both capable and loyal in combat when she honestly had no reason to. So I can vouch for her.
Can I do a sense motive on that?
Sure.
Because I know there's been a bit of beef between them.
All right. As you try to look in to the captain's expression, you can tell that he kind of actually does believe that, but you also kind of get the vibe that while he says that he, vouches for basically her integrity, there is still he is still putting up a little bit of a facade. Like he's not 100% genuine.
Okay, understandable.
You're not sure exactly as to why that is, though. As Einar will look between the two of them, he kind of like glances back and forth and then glances towards you, Alma. And you see him give you an oddly suspicious look that you've never seen him give you before. And then after Einar, and then after a brief moment, his usual smile returns. Well, if she is family to one of your crew and you vouch for her, then, well, I can hardly judge her myself then, I suppose. You are, of course, welcome in this village, and, well, if you're ever not, then I trust that the captain will take responsibility for you.
Wait.
You know that I always do. Yes, of course. Well then, make yourselves at home. There'll obviously be refreshments and lodging, of course, on us. Regarding my other question. Yeah. The short answer is we got separated. They should actually be here either later tonight or tomorrow. Oh, splendid. I guess I won't bother to ask you how you got here then, but, well,
Magic.
best of luck to your endeavors.
It was magic.
Oh. What did you say?
It was magic.
I don't profess to know a great deal about such things, but I'll just take your word for it. Well then, if you actually would not be, terribly inconvenienced by it, there are a few individuals who were infected. We have them isolated for now, but we don't have the proper medicine here to cure such a plague. I'll look into it. Don't worry about it. I'm going to need some rest before I can treat anyone properly. Yes, of course. Well, I'll leave you to rest then. Of course, the inn is this way. Of course, you already knew that. He's still kind of is exchanging weird, awkward glances between Endelion and the captain. Well, I won't disturb you any longer then. And he kind of gleefully trots away.
Hmm.
All right, you should all probably head back. Endelion, that ability you have, don't worry, I'll patch them up. All right, thank you. You should all go rest.
I have a potion. Maybe I should try to use it to remove the spores. It's a potion for various diseases.
It should be able to do the job.
Okay, I'll try to drink it. What do I roll?
Let's see.
Because I don't want to
Remove
go in the
disease
village.
is a
with
third
the
level
spore.
spell, so it would be caster level 5 would be the minimum. So you'd
Okay.
roll 1d20 plus 5, and you have to beat the save DC. Now, keep in mind,
Okay.
I'll explain a little bit about this above
Okay.
table.
Mhm.
You have been infected by the disease, but it has not maturated yet. Meaning, or sorry, not, what's the term for it?
Matured.
Matured? No, it's not.
Spore.
What's, I forget, there's a specific terminology for this, I don't remember.
Incubated.
Incubated, there we go.
Yes.
So,
Nice.
it is, because Arcus knows a bit about how this works, while this is a supernatural disease, until it has fully incubated, it is not actually contagious. Every
Still.
hour after being infected, you have to make a new saving throw. If you succeed 4 saving throws, it does not fully incubate. If you fail 4 or more saving throws, then it does incubate and the disease becomes permanent. And at that point, it then becomes contagious. So,
Okay.
while you have been infected, the disease has not fully incubated in you yet.
Still. Better remove it. I don't wanna play gamble with saves every 1 hour. So it's 1d20 plus 5.
Yes. Woo-hoo-hoo! You hit it
Very
right
good.
on the money. With that, you are cleansed of the sorrel pox.
I will say that to the party that I feel rejuvenated.
All right, you feel rejuvenated. With that, Endelion starts to head off towards the makeshift inn, and the captain starts to head back towards the temple.
Back to the temple in the wilds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess I ask him if he wants any help from any of us. Arcus, I still maybe.
The captain will look back towards you all and say, "There's something I have to clean up. It's not that I don't want any of you there. It's just, well, decide for yourself."
Arcus wasn't even there for the conversation. He's putting up all
I
that
mean,
stuff.
he's right. They're right there. You see them
Ah.
splitting up and walking different directions.
I don't care. I mean, I want to follow the captain, but I don't want to split up the party. So
I don't really have a problem. So if that's your, if you feel like you're gonna, I don't have a problem if anyone wants to go.
I'm more worried
Either
that
Ice Steel-
the ship isn't here. Yes, Ice Steel. What do you want to do?
Yes.
What I want to do regarding the situation or in general, because I'm
Regarding the
tired.
situation, follow the captain or stay in the village and chill out.
Captain wants to go clean up something in the temple we just fought.
I mean, he's our captain. We can't leave him do things by himself, right? I mean, not that he's incapable of doing it, but I will be more comfortable if we stick around.
Okay. Fair enough. I guess we will tell him to be careful then.
Okie dokie.
All right. He'll give you a nod before departing. Meanwhile, as you all head back to the inn, hold up, I'll go ahead. Sorry, clean stuff up real quick. And is everyone actually? Yeah. Okay. Let me fix this. And Delion, I'm not going to bother to roll for this because she will. Come on, let me adjust your HP. No! Why is it glitched? There we go. I hate that. Roll 20, why do you keep fixing things that aren't broke? So over the next few minutes, Endelion will use her mystical ability that she possesses to heal you all of your injuries.
I was already full, but okay, thanks.
I wasn't.
The rest of you are, so it's mostly just Arcus and
Just Orcus. I still's fine.
Yeah.
Iceal's a little hurt, but not as much. All right. You're all able to rest soundly, and some of the villagers actually bring you some rather nice food, surprisingly.
It's not trail
And-
rations. This is great.
It's not trail lash. It's actually like very nice, like decent, like it's still the type of food that you would expect to come from like a small island village. There's some stuff that seems like it might have been imported but isn't of like the best quality. So it's no, 5-star like
Yeah.
dining or whatever, but it's pretty dang good. Like there's some nice meads,
It's
cheeses, like
It's not a
fresh
brick.
fish.
That's all I care about.
It's not. It is not hardtack and jerky.
Thank
Have any of you
Oh,
ever
that
eaten
matters.
hardtack, by the way?
Yes, it's a puck.
It's
Oh, no,
yes, it
I
is a
don't know what
literal
it is.
hockey puck. It is incredible. I'll say that. Like
Quick antidote.
you have
Uh,
to eat it by dunking it in tea, and then you have to eat it in that weird sweet spot between brick and like soggy bread. And that's the only time it's edible.
Quick anecdote. For Boy Scouts at Corpus Christi in Texas. We got to do a thing where we went and lived on an old sailor ship, a clipper ship, for a week, for our week-long camp thing. So I got to be on a sailing ship out in the Gulf of
Nice.
Mexico for 6.5 days, but a week. I got to eat the hardtack. They obviously didn't give us grog, but we were children. Mexico
Yeah, that
laughs.
makes sense.
But still, it was pretty cool. And yes, hardtack, it's just a puck of hardened dough. It's awful, disgusting. I hated it.
It's designed to keep for like months, but yeah.
Yeah, I
it
mean,
is
when
not
you're
good.
out, the reason they called them limeys is because they would put limes in their water barrels because the citrus acid would act as a disinfectant. keeping it clean. That's where the whole limey thing came from. Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
Yes, you're able to long rest though, Beatrice. So you're all able to get back your
Okay.
spell
Yeah.
slots and whatnot.
Before that, I would want to finish up 2 things that I want to do, and then
Do your thing.
I'm left to wherever the flow goes, since I
All right.
don't have anything else prepared. Well, the first one is to go inform the king to not hit the island in person.
Okay. Let me see. Is there a?
And to also
God dang it! Why does Demon Arcus keep spawning it everywhere? Why
You
is this the
can't
thing?
stop the signal!
maybe
Maybe it's a sign.
Okay. Let's see. I don't need this.
A sign of what? I don't know.
This. It's a sign. It's just a sign. Don't ask questions.
it's the sign from the gods.
You say so.
Nice music.
I like it.
So anyway, how about the Red Sox?
Oh, yeah, that one. All right. You are able to go back towards the beach and you meet up with Grunka and a few other deepkin who will then escorting the language blith, towards
English.
the water. So here's the thing. You still have what's it called? Life bubble cast on you? So you're able
Okay.
to walk into the water with Oh wait, no, hold up. No. It's the next day because you slept at the facility.
I mean,
yeah,
I
that-
can. I got the necklace. Fuck you. I
Oh,
mean,
that's
what?
true. You do have a necklace, so you can just you can just walk in without any difficulty.
Yes, it's paying itself.
Yeah, well, I guess that's the question. Who of you actually wants to go meet with the King of the Deep?
Yes!
Seemed very reluctant.
Well, okay. Above table, I plan this to be quick, like 1, 2 things. Okay, we did mission. Give us our reward, our XP. Big dragon
Dear-
coming. Okay, bye.
Dear giant lobster thing, we destroyed the plague. Please do not sink the village and our friends. Love, weird demon chick.
All right, let's see.
So yeah, if you don't want to come, you probably won't lose anything important.
Let's
Also, Alma will
go.
tell
I
you
don't
anyway.
wanna. Let me sit up. I don't wanna split the party, so in case shit goes down. So yeah,
I
Arcus will
don't
be
think-
there. You never know. I thought there was like some weird octopus lady that was here last time.
Oh, you want to see her again? I want to. I mean, what?
God freaking dang it.
Brothers,
I
this fish
don't have her
ussy has me
token.
has me acting
This
unwise.
Pussy.
This fish ussy.
No, pussy.
Douchey.
Stop it. Hold up.
God
where
damn
is
you
that?
all.
The void
Wait.
douchey.
Oh wait, didn't she have tentacles? So that would make her a cephalopod.
Yes.
This Sephusi has me
does.
acting unwise, brothers.
No.
You know what?
I
Time
hate
to roll for
that
something.
so much.
Let me go on my private server and roll
As you
something.
should.
Is Alma into
Wait, hold up. If you want
someone Woman.
If you want some
octo-
pussy, here we go. I'm gonna send this in SoV campaign chat.
Octopus.
When I was searching for Deepkin art, I was like,
Octopussy.
maybe I should have a Deepkin female art, and then I found this, and I decided never mind.
SOV campaign.
Oh snap!
Where?
In the chat.
Oh, I
connected
see.
to the-
Whoa, let's go.
Yeah. I was like, you know what?
Romance
This is a
option.
mistake. Not doing this.
Yeah, okay, look, when
Not for juggler.
Okay, hold
that's a
on.
bit much, my guy.
Okay, look.
Okay, I rolled.
Posted in the wrong
Who's that lady that's from the Splatoon game? She's got an octopus head. I was thinking more like that.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Marina.
I don't remember.
I don't
which
have
one
a
of the
Switch,
unique
so
ones I
it-
use. So I'm just gonna use the generic.
Oh, it was one that you have posted numerous time before when. I know
Eh.
which one it was. I can find
Yeah.
it. I think I have it saved. No,
I
it's
just
not
used the
that.
generic one.
It's not that. Bring back the octopus lady. I rolled it.
Octopus lady.
Yes.
What? This
there was
this
an-
is the generic art. I don't know which specific art I used.
Okay, I'm gonna post it. Where is it? Where the fuck is
This
that?
is still technically accurate, so I'm gonna go with that one.
That's not the
I guess it'd be
octopus.
slight.
GF.
It'd be slight.
Anyway.
Oh wait, I think the humanoid looking one I had was this. I think I know which one it is.
That's the sprite from the Astiar Palace. So yeah, no.
Yeah, they're the same species.
Oh, they
Yes, this is the one I was. Yeah.
are. Yes, this one. This one.
This
This is the okay.
That was the specific one I used. Okay, I'll go
Yes.
with that
Hello, romance
This
option.
octopus has me acting unwise, brothers. This is
Yes.
okay. So this is what I was more thinking of. Of course, it won't
then.
load.
Why is it
There we go.
offset? What? The token bothers me. It's like broken.
Weird. Use Alt.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's just not angled correctly for whatever reason. Anyway, okay, so you meet back up with the so-called shaman as she begins to create a bubble around you and you walk into the water.
Blah, blah, blah.
As you do, you are escorted again to where you see a hold up. I think there's better music to use for this.
I posted in the SOV campaign VC chat.
Not that one.
Hmm.
That's more along the lines of what I was thinking.
The above one is better.
Like, no, it's not. Like 90% human, but also has tentacle hair. This one just looks like something out of Species.
Yes.
Like, it really does. It looks like Eve from Species, or Nil, or whatever the fuck her name was.
I don't know what that is, but sure, I guess. I don't. Well, I mean, for context, this is what like other deep can look like. These are the two pieces
Yeah.
of art I have for like the majority of the.
Okay, so remember how I mentioned H.R. Giger last session?
Oh,
Okay, so he also worked on the movie Species for the
That's
the
surprising.
creature, and you've seen the movie, Liz. Good. So there's the alien in her true form. Yeah, that's the eyes, the mouth, lip area, and the tentacles really remind me of the
I
movie
get that.
Species.
I could see that. Anyway, so back to where we were at. You all find yourself again deep beneath the waves, yet not deep enough to where you think you couldn't swim to the surface where you could potentially reach. They take you to what you're fairly certain is actually a different spot under the water. There's no like water ruins that you're like stepping on this time. You're just simply like stepping over like the soft sand. And the other deepkin, which are kind of like swimming around you, kind of like don't seem to be as on guard around you this time. And sure enough, you do see again, the giant, hulking form of the King of the Deep reveal himself in the murky waters. His large eyes stare at you, and his face spreads to this kind of malevolent grin as you hear this voice start echoing in all of your minds. As none of you are able to properly comprehend what it is speaking, the so-called shaman again seems to translate everything that is said, as all around you the water bubble that you are in reverberates with seemingly some type of like shockwave that's echoing throughout the water. You've done well exterminating the wretched plague bearers. You shall be well rewarded, my servants. Tell me, what reward would you ask of me?
Okay, what should we ask?
Big dragon coming to kill you.
Oh yes. Good luck, and we'll get into another plane of existence. Okay, I'm not gonna be selfish here and say, "Oh, the dragon is chasing me, help!" So above table, if you wanna think of something, I don't know what he could give us.
What should we ask of a giant squid?
I don't even know what to ask. Would Arcus
Uh,
even need anything?
Bother?
Okay.
I'm kind of good. I guess get rid of the dragon.
Here's what an idea I've got. I could say like, a dragon is hunting me. Me and my friend will need help. Do you have any help to give to all of us to battle this dragon? And
Got a
I don't
giant
think-
fuck you laser staff to get rid of the dragon?
Yes, like a giant great bow maybe that you could fire even if you are blind. So yeah, okay. Let's let's focus. So yeah, I guess I will tell him that we have a situation with a big dragon that has a green shard protruding out of his chest and back that was sprouting green flame and is chasing me, and my friends are in danger because of this. So we kinda need something to deal with this dragon to stop chasing me, and so because I don't want to endanger my friends.
I know of the great worm you speak of. His name is Abaddon Kor. He hunts those like me who are gifted, who have seen truth. He is a scourge, a wretched fool who denies my right to rule. Do you know where he is? Do you know why he desires your death?
I don't know why he desires my death, but I think I get the general idea. He's probably on his way to the island. He seems to be sensing, so I guess this has something to do with the gift I have inside me. The gift of corruption.
He senses your awakening, the mark of truth on you. He hunts those who bear the mark of corruption. He views it as a plague, a weakness, a evil to be exterminated. He has hunted me and my servants for many, many years. That is why I remain secluded and have my minions do my bidding. for. He will sense me if I take action. You have exposed yourself to him. You have only one choice. You must flee. Go away. Hide. After a while, his focus will turn to another target. As long as you do not take any more actions to draw his ire, he will eventually lose interest. His priorities will shift. But I take it that if you've come here, you already were aware of that possibility, and don't consider that a viable option.
He seemed relentless. We kinda have a plan B. I'll use, actually before I say that, I'll use telepathy and ask Carcus and Isil. Should we tell him, not about Epsilon, that we have an idea of using primal magic to deal with him, or not? Maybe he has something to say and help us on that matter? What do you think?
Honestly, I don't know we should tell anyone about the Grimoire.
I didn't hear you.
I don't think we should tell anyone about the Grimoire so far.
Okay. Yeah, we will not. We won't tell them anything about the plan Epsilon proposed. So I guess I will ask him if he can help, if he can aid us into give us like an, I don't know, something that we could use to hide or stay away from his sight until we figure a plan or something. If he has any ideas of how we could do that.
You are not adept at traversing other realms as I am. Your best option would to stay on the move. If you stay in one place long enough, he will find you.
And he will kill you.
That goes without saying. But yes, you will most certainly die. You cannot fight one of the ancient dragon gods.
Okay. I guess if even this creature is kinda scared about him, I am probably in a pickle, so
It is not about fear, little one.
I didn't say that in character, but okay.
I know.
Okay.
It is not a matter of fear. What matters is whether or not any action can achieve meaningful results. He is a true dragon from the Elysian Plains. Do you know what their kind are most famous for?
Distraction?
Suppose that is true in some realms. But no, their kind are most known for possessing true immortality. I do not challenge him not because I fear losing, but because I know I simply cannot kill him. Even should I rend his body to pieces, he will still rise again. That is the nature of being a dragon. They cannot be killed.
Can we
Okay.
heat him into another plane of existence, or can he freely travel?
I am unsure. The dragons first came from the Elysian plains through the breach, which means that if he is here, then he was at the very least capable of navigating through the primordial chaos to reach this realm. Even if he were to be sent back, that would only be a temporary solution.
Fortunate. Alright, I'm out of ideas. What's everybody else got?
Both in character and above table, not nothing. I guess our best option will be to whatever Epsilon said if we want to stick with that. Or, as Alma proposed, Alma, because she doesn't want to endanger any of you, she will live and be constantly on the run. But for now, I think we have concluded our business with the Deep King. I don't have anything else to say. Other than that, he should keep what he's doing now, keep secluded and hidden along with his people from the dragon. And I'll see what I can do.
You know, for being the evil pirate campaign, we've been decidedly neutral on most activities.
No, opposite on what the other party.
Oh, shit. Shit. Did that?
Okay. I don't
Okay.
have any other idea of what to tell him.
Sorry, I got a follow and I'm just trying to edit the thing. I think I might have fucked up the viewing. Oh no. Play without me. I got real life stuff. You guys do your thing. I gotta check this out.
Okay.
It was very loud. I updated OBS recently and it was so loud it fucked with all my audio.
I guess if
Alright, no,
nobody else has anything to say, I'll tell him
it's so
that the creature we fought from the death spawn fled. We almost killed it, but it fled. But the island should be safe for now, and that we're trying to find a way to cure the contagion. We should have a couple more days, but we will try and find a way to remove it if we can. And if we find the solution, we will tell him. But I don't think we have anything else to say.
As long as that wretched plague is purged, there should be no further conflict. Well, that is as long as those permitted to live on the surface do not cause any more trouble to my followers.
I will make sure that everyone keeps their privacy and respect each other's boundaries.
Good. You have served me well. Then make sure that there's no more resistance. And little one, you are now within the Destroyer's sights. Don't do anything to bring his attention to my kingdom, or more than likely, those on the surface will be the ones to suffer the most.
If we try to do something which I don't even know what we could do, it won't be here. We'll try to divert him away somewhere where innocent life won't be in danger. But I think my best option will be to be on the run. Anyway, I don't have anything
You
else to say.
speak as if there is something that you believe could stop this great destroyer, despite what I have told you.
I think that
you
maybe
know of a way to circumvent his immortality.
Not really. I mean, I don't think Alma knows anything about that. That's not what
Go
Epsilon
ahead
said
and make a
in it.
knowledge planes check if you want to.
Okay. Roll 1d20 plus 5.
I cannot do that.
Or knowledge history for that as well.
I can't do
knowledge
that.
planes.
So Alma, you know that when he mentions it to you that Elysian dragons are believed to be true immortals and that they cannot be permanently killed, effectively from the legends you've heard about, it's equivalent to use above table terminology of something like Wolverine, of like they can be hurt and wounded, but their bodies will simply heal, and they won't stay dead, even if they appear to be dead.
Until they
However-
get rust poisoning.
Until they get rust poisoning. What?
Oh, that was the thing. So, all right. So the human body is very wet. People who have like
you mean
hips.
for Wolverine? Okay.
Yeah, and people have like hip replacement and stuff. Eventually, that corrodes into poisoning your bloodstream, and that's what eventually does them in the movie anyway.
Yeah, that's why they get titanium now, because it doesn't corrode
As easily. Well, apparently adamantium does corrode.
Cringe. Anyway.
So by telling me that,
So
he just gave me an idea.
You also know, sorry, one quick. You
Yes, yes,
do
sorry.
not know the validity of any such things, but you do know that there are legends throughout histories of dragons being slain in the past. So presumably there is a way to kill dragons using not any that you know of.
Season 2, find the dragon slaying blade. Got it.
What you just said about his immortality, I think I've heard it in legends. I'll try and see if I can cook anything up. Maybe if we found a way to remove his immortality, even temporary, we could take him down.
How would such a feat be accomplished?
I'll have to check some things. I'm not sure yet, but I think I have an idea. After all, if this dragon is being a plague of, our creed, if I find a way that we could potentially deal with him, of course I will let you know to alleviate this this dreadful presence from you and your people.
Well, that is definitely an endeavor which would most interest me. You see the shaman's nose and ears begin to bleed slightly as the smile on the King of the Deep grows ever wider, exposing multiple rows of jagged, serrated teeth. You feel your mind get racked as his gaze focuses on you.
Us
That would
or just
interest me
Olma?
Most indeed. All three of you.
Oh.
You also can tell by looking around, Grunka and the other Deepkin don't look too well either. You get the vibe that this isn't like some sort of psychic attack or anything, it's just something happening, like, around him that is completely uncontrollable.
Oh, good. So it's very emotions alter the fabric of reality. Got it. It's a full-on Lovecraftian. I hate this thing. Why are we down here? Can we just go, please?
Congratulations, this is what Voidborn are.
I hate it.
This is why becoming corrupted is an objectively bad thing.
Why would you choose this, Alma?
We actually had a discussion about that a while ago, where like becoming a full Voidwalker is like you lose control of your character.
Yeah, it's like becoming a vampire in base Pathfinder. It's like you just become too powerful that you have to
Yes.
retire.
Oh,
But
the
this
funny
can't
thing is,
stop.
vampires are altered a bit in my setting. Becoming a vampire actually isn't like you lose control of your character.
Oh no, but I meant in like Ray's game. Like if we were to become a vampire,
that makes
yeah.
sense because the base vampire template's like super overpowered.
Yeah, exactly. So you lose control of your character just because you have to retire them because they've become a god. I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's like you gain like 5 feats for free plus DR plus a slam attack with like Benflix negative levels.
Yo, do me a
Plus you
huge
can't
solid.
die.
Can you bring out Abaddon's token real quick? I want to show my viewer. He's asking
Sure.
questions. He's got a huge crystal sticking out of him. The art's actually pretty cool.
I don't remember where I found this originally.
It's this asshole.
There's Abaddon to scale.
Oh.
Main chat is not main. I'm sorry, we're in dragon.
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna
Yeah,
end up
main
killing
in
his
chat.
dragon. He's gonna get so pissed.
His dragon. You'd be doing him
I mean,
a favor.
Okay,
It's for
what-
his personal quest, but
Okay,
anyway, we will
it,
see
like-
how things play out.
Hold up, I can't post this in the chat. I want to post this in. I'll have to post
Don't,
it
don't,
here.
don't.
This is what would happen if,
Bruh, I'm a dragon.
Loss ever met Abaddon.
Where?
Hold on, I'm trying to find the GIF. Here it is.
Oh, he's funny.
Okay.
Oh, this is that,
I
What?
told you that. I actually posted something similar.
What show is this? This looks familiar.
ReZero.
I've
Dude, if
never
you guys
seen
have not
it.
seen ReZero, we should watch ReZero together.
I
Holy
don't
crap,
watch
it's such a good show.
anime. I only watch
I don't
Attack
watch
on
anime
Titan
either.
because you told me it was good, and it was.
Yes, this is the one good isekai. Like, unironically,
More
even
like
if you hate
this.
all isekai, this is the one good isekai.
So apparently his head is just gonna fly off while looking at the large dragon off in the distance.
Probably something
Yes.
like the next
Okay.
GIF.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Oh,
to
the
speed things up
Big
here.
big
Yes.
ol' stinking
Back in
dragon.
character.
For people who didn't see that session in chat, big ol' stinking dragon that almost killed them. Except, yeah, almost killed them because the captain kept rolling terribly on his concentration check. I think, was Lizzie there for that, or was Lizzie not there for that?
She wasn't.
Oh,
See?
yeah, Lizzie.
Excuse me?
So yeah, you freaking because of
Diamond?
bad RNG, Megalophe almost died. Basically, is what it boils down to.
Oh.
But yeah. So
Okay.
so based on the expression, like you can tell that the idea of possibly killing this dragon greatly interests the King of the Deep.
Okay. To speed things up. Okay, sorry. Go on.
And then you see the shaman collapse and fall over in the sand. And as she does, the water begins to recede back around you.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. They're not here
What?
anymore. Forgot the clear out thing. There we go.
Yes. I have an idea.
The sudden onset of water slams into you, and for a moment, everything goes black.
Ooh.
When you come to again, you see two figures standing over you.
Uncle. And Octosi. That's her name now.
Sure. Octosi.
Oh god, never mind. I take it back. She's all like hollow and shit. I can see her insides. She's like one of those tiny transparent fish that you feed to your bigger fish.
Do I actually have the full art for that? I don't know if I do.
That's
Oh yeah, I do. Here we go. I will send it in the Discords.
which VC text or
nice.
the new VC text?
Yeah, and the new VC text.
Interesting.
Oh, what are these
I'm saving this.
Elysian Siren source art? I kind of like these they almost look like hagfish mixed with anglerfish.
Yeah, they kind of do.
It's like their little tentacle thing, their little lure is on their jaw. That's interesting. I'm more interested in the fish than the weird transparent skeleton lady. Sorry.
I can't remember if I was
Anyway.
actually going to use the fish for something at one point or not. I think I was, but then I just didn't do it. But yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Anyway,
So anyway,
back to
you
the
see,
game.
So anyway, back to the game. You see these two figures standing over you. One of them seems to be bleeding a little bit from the ears and nose, and the other you recognize to be Grunka is like still grabbing his head.
Are you alright?
Let's not do the fish voice just because Zogler
Okay.
Zogler is having
He'll
Discord issues.
explain to you that sometimes being in the king's presence can be stressful, and communicating with him takes a great toll out of the shaman, which he gestures towards the translucent fish-like fish/octopus creature that you see next to you.
Okay.
You shouldn't be terribly harmed. Now, make sure that the villagers all cooperate and that every last one of the infected is cleansed. Then we will be able to finally have peace on this island.
That's a good prospect. We will do what we can to remove this blight, and if we find a way to alleviate others from that without disposing of them, we will let you know. But rest assured, the villagers won't bother you anymore. I think there is an understanding now that both you and villagers were kinda against the death spawn. So everything will be fine now.
Good, good. Then they will be more accepting of us in the future, yes?
I'm
is
not sure
good.
about that, but we will see.
Hmm.
As long
Well,
as
we will try hard to convince them then.
well,
In the
as long
meantime,
okay.
make sure to fulfill your oath. The king does not tolerate traitors. And you know what will happen if the dragon finds you here.
Yeah, that's not a prospect I'm looking for.
Well,
I'll do my best.
sleep well then. Your colleagues should be here soon. The king has foreseen it.
You mean the ship? Our ship?
Yes,
Huh.
it is close now.
Good to know.
Take care, little ones.
We will.
With that, the two
Oh,
aquatic
Granke,
life form-
I will give Granke a gift because he always gives me a gift. I will gift him my scimitar since now I have a masterwork rapier. I will gift him my scimitar since I don't use it. Whoop.
He will pick up the scimitar and kind of like swing it around, taking like a few practice swings. Let me actually double check something.
Can he even use it?
Yeah, that's actually what I'm checking. Are Deepkin actually proficient with martial weapons?
This one will be Alma gain new cohort.
Let me see. Which one is he? He the raider or the hunter? Don't remember.
So, let me ask you this so I can prepare for things. Is the ship gonna be here? Is the ship here yet? Can we see the ship now that we're on the shore?
You do not see the ship now.
Oh, they're dead. They're all dead. Oh, we've
No, they're
lost
not.
Crow. We've lost Crow the parrot.
Unfortunate.
I don't
The
care
king
about
has
anyone
fortunate.
else.
The ship is
So
coming
he is proficient with the scimitar. You see him
Nice.
swing it around and use it with the great skill that you would expect someone with a base attack bonus of 3 to be able to use it at. Yeah.
Okay. He gets a gift. I say goodbye.
gets a gift.
I leave.
Hey, you. Priestess daughter. You will be remembered as hero of our kind. You have restored the sanctity of this blessed isle.
He gives you a rather clumsy, deep bow that you would expect of a barbaric fishman attempting to emulate high-class society. would give.
No, adorable.
I will smile at him and say, "It was my pleasure. See you again soon." And I walk away.
All right.
One last thing.
Mm-hmm.
The king said that you will awaken with the blessing of my kin. You should receive practice, otherwise it will be difficult.
Bruh, is
But
your throat okay? This sounds very painful.
Oh, forgive me. I am joking on a fish.
I mean, you, Phyllis,
Oh, that's
are
much
you
better.
okay? No,
So-
he's a Chad.
Now that I can speak properly, I must inform you that. God damn, I just realized this is Alfredo all over again.
No, do
So-
Wicker Bottom.
No,
I
please
can't
don't.
do
man.
Wicker. You see,
No.
now that I can speak I'm sorry, no, I can't do that. So the idea behind,
Mighty
so
evil.
for context, deep can have to be spend a certain amount of time in water. So the idea of speaking like this is that, or at least how I thought of it in my head is, it's a fish out of water, so he has a dry throat. So
Yeah.
he constantly speaks like he has
Okay.
a dry throat. But
The party
and
is
also
granted
kinda
the
speaks like
ability
a
to
fish.
not speak common.
Well, yeah, he can't speak common either, but that's,
Yeah,
that's
we're-
because
I
they
speak
only know
abyssal.
certain
Yeah.
languages.
Okay.
For context,
Or
critters,
uh,
we're speaking Abyssal. I guess at some point we're gonna have to translate for Ice Steel, but anyway.
Anyway, so he holds out what appears to be these like kind of small silky stones, and he says,
This will grant you a blessing of the deep. However, to be one with the ocean, you must always return to the ocean. That is what the king told me. Do you still wish to take this blessing?
I'm not really sure what this blessing is because I know. I mean, even in character, her mother told her that she can't, because of the Naturan heritage, she can't transform or anything.
"Oh,
Hmm.
it means that you will not turn into a Voidwalker from taking corruption."
Yes, but
That is that's completely different.
you know what? With this character, I'm all for Raymond. So yeah, I'll take it.
The pact is sealed.
All right.
What do I write down on my inventory?
You don't need to write down anything in your inventory. After Grunka hands it to you, he explains that you should swallow them before going to bed, and when you reawaken, you will be changed. That is all he explains to you.
I don't want to have
So,
to find new
above
demon art.
table, in case anybody didn't hear, what he told you basically is that it is a blessing that will make you more attuned with the water. However, it means that you will to be effectively more tuned with the ocean means you will always have to return to the ocean.
Oh, like David Jones or yeah, okay.
Do you fear a death, Jack Sparrow?
You know what? I will. Yeah, I'll take it, and we will see how this goes.
Okay. Okay. So you take it with you. Grunka then gives you another deep bow and will depart back into the ocean.
Goodbye, fish friend.
Mission completed.
Deep, king of the
Anyway,
deep quest.
so
has
he
been
he
completed.
hands you 3 of these like kind of like squishy stones, which as you start
Okay.
to look over, start to resemble something like a cross between a chicken and a frog egg, as they feel kind of warm, but the outside is like both soft while also kind of feeling like it's hard just underneath the surface as well.
Knowledge what to understand what it is. Nature
This would be knowledge. What would
or
this be?
planes.
This would be knowledge religion or knowledge planes.
Oh, knowledge religion. I'm good on this.
I can't
Or
make
maybe
any
not.
of those.
All right.
I am the big
Some
guy.
kind of egg.
Yeah, some kind of egg.
Anyway,
Eggs are meant to be eaten. Eat the egg, Oma. Do it. Return to the water. Mermaid or mermaid.
Oh, yes.
Mermaid
Ow.
mermaid.
Yeah, they removed the video like 100 times from YouTube because it was
It's good.
actually.
It's
Yeah.
stupid that a 15-minute cartoon, poorly made, it's basically just slideshow, has such really good music. Brendan Small, very talented artist.
Yeah.
Go into the water. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
guess we're
Well, that's
to the
almost things
village.
done.
Okay. So,
Yeah. Was there just
you were all washed up on the beach, basically around the same area that you came in. You can tell from the position of the celestial bodies in the sky that it's been several hours.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Hold on. I'm
Is it-
explaining your setting to a guy, so I'm gonna mute myself.
No,
didn't
They're
see
asking
that
questions.
long.
Hold on. Violus is also streaming. You know what? I'm gonna plug your channel here.
stop making me do all the exposition dumps.
In essence, though, all
I'm
the
not a real streamer anymore. Stop shilling me out.
all the gods have left, and like all these Voidborn and other entities are just essentially mythic level. Is my understanding? Entities.
To explain a
There.
little bit about
that's our
that,
DM's channel.
effectively, there is no actual deities in this setting. The closest equivalent are Ascended, and Ascended are basically like great heroes of the past that achieved a higher state of existence from absorbing shards of divinity, and no one knows who those are yet.
Think of Talos on
in-game,
Skyrim.
Yeah. Our cleric's fucked. Our captain's a cleric. How's he doing this?
No, our captain's cleric because he follows a patron.
Oh.
So think of it like this: everything is as a warlock patron. There is no gods. That's
Let's
the best way
go!
to explain about it.
Warlocks.
Is
The one good thing
there are
about E.
multiple
5e.
patrons. Some are ascended, some are not ascended. But there are no deities that reign over like any like metaphysical aspects
Yeah.
of reality.
Oh, and we're post-apocalyptic because the other party had to fight a fucking tank. And there are guns.
Yeah, that's the big thing is like this isn't a medieval setting, it's a far-flung post-apocalyptic setting. In the ancient past, like there are actual like spaceships and
Yeah.
things
Oh, and
like that.
we're
like,
on a moon
magic was
orbiting a.
everywhere oh yes. You're technically not on a planet, you're on a moon orbiting
Yeah.
a gas giant.
We
That's-
see the gas giant here as the main
Yes.
planet, and what we're tidally
Mayora.
locked. Yeah, we're tidally locked. So when it's winter, it's always dark because the planet, our side of it anyway, the moon, is hidden, obscured by the planet, so it's always dark.
Well, yes, effectively.
Effectively,
Light reflecting off of the atmosphere of the other moons and Mayora, which is the name of the gas giant that they orbit, does still shine
Yeah.
some light during the quote-unquote daytime.
That
but-
is
Yes.
the rundown
It is
of the
winter
setting
right
we're in.
now, so being winter, there is no sunlight.
Technically speaking, but don't let that ruin your theater of the mind.
Yes. Better than it being summer, where in direct sunlight you have really bad penalties. Because
Me, a blood rager with endure elements, I don't have such weaknesses.
well, the thing about specifically Cordius is sunlight's actually like way worse than
I
like,
see.
the real world. So Yeah, being in direct sunlight's like really like you get radiation poisoning and whatnot.
Oh, I see.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Because we don't have an atmosphere.
I hate
Well,
sunrise.
it's not that you don't
ozone.
have an atmosphere. It's just you don't have
The ozone
as
layer.
strong of one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's the
Anyway.
basic rundown of the setting. So we're an entirely homebrewed campaign with homebrewed stuff.
yeah. Sorry.
Uh,
I can't get into the deep lore behind that right now because we're in session. I'll do it
Yeah.
maybe like after session. But
Anyway, back in
okay.
character.
As we head back, I'm going to the restroom. Continue.
Oh, yeah,
Whatever it is. I don't.
so I guess
mind.
as
BRB.
you do head back,
Mhm.
a couple of the villagers do make note of like, oh well, how come it took you like so long? We didn't expect you to be gone.
You were
Well, a
gone
few
for
of them
5
post
hours.
questions, but
What happened?
not that like you guys were gone for like 2.5 hours, like. So that there's a little bit of like concern where people are like surprised that you were gone for so long, especially given the state you're in. Specifically Endelion, because as Endelion sees you all, looking a little worse for wear after she just helped patch you up. She is very much concerned.
I 100% blame your daughter. She took us to see the giant fish man again. I did not enjoy it.
Let's see, where is her?
Did we take
There
damage?
you go. You have not taken any damage, no, but you all are extensively exhausted.
Just psychological and mental damage. Got it.
Yes. Well, I mean, that does actually translate over into hit point damage, so
Well,
not quite at that level.
Well, let's see. It was non-lethal damage, perhaps.
That would probably be the closest equivalent, yes. It would be as if you had taken non-lethal damage.
Did you ever see The Fifth Element?
Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic movie.
Okay,
Even
so
though
you
it's meant
remember-
to be satirical, but
It's really good. All right, so you remember when Zorg is talking to the evil planet, and like he just starts to get a hemorrhage from his forehead?
Yeah.
That's what I'm imagining. It's just like the thing was talking to us, and we started bleeding.
Yes.
Cool.
To explain it in game terms,
Lean forward if you're gonna explain it.
What?
It sounds like you're away
I
from
thought
the
you were
microphone like
making
this.
a joke or reference to something. Sorry.
No,
excuse me,
it sounds like you were
I was
talking
messing with
like this far away. It's like what?
So,
What?
yes, non-lethal damage is would be the most accurate representation
Gotcha.
of what you experienced. Anyway,
Yeah. Well, I guess.
So-
Are we back in the village now?
yes, you have arrived back in the
I'm
village.
gonna lower Vexera and the creepy Cthulhu music. So that was.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Yeah, it's
We can
unsettling.
switch that to. I'll switch that back to
I'm
the.
sorry.
the happy-go-lucky music.
Unsettling.
I know, that's why I like it. Shut up! Stop judging me. I want to be immersive. I'm an
It's
auditory
very
learner. I like sound.
It's very immersive and I am very into it. It's just creepy and I'm unsettled enough. Thank you. I don't like these things. I don't like being in tight places and I don't like being trapped under the water and I definitely don't like giant sea creatures being close to me. This is like
I just-
triggering all of my things because we were trapped in a bubble. We were under the water where we couldn't see. It was dark. And we can't breathe under the water. And there was a giant smiling fish demon. This is
No,
all of
hey,
my
hey.
phobias. Leave me alone.
No,
I'm
it's-
sorry.
it's-
I'm actually
speak for
genuinely
yourself. I
sorry.
can't
No,
breathe underwater.
I'm playing around, but it was very spooky and I appreciate it. But I'm actually, it's a little spooky. It was like, all right, we're done now.
I apologize. I genuinely did not. Normally, if people are like, hey, I have a phobia to XYZ
It's-
thing, I'm like, okay, I will try to steer away from that.
No, it's not.
I know that was the thing
it's-
with like one of my cousins, the offline game. He told me, he's like, oh, I have a huge phobia against spider. I'm like, okay, don't include the spider boss I was planning including in this
like
campaign.
me.
Gotcha.
I'm scared
Well,
of
I meant
spiders.
phobia is hyperbolic. I am very claustrophobic, but like I'm sitting in my
Oh,
room
so
in
is
a
CB.
chair.
I totally
Yeah.
understand that.
In reality, I'm sitting in a room in my chair and I can go outside whenever I want, so it's fine. I'm just saying it's
Okay.
I'm unsettled, but in like a good way. You did a great job. That's what I mean. That's all. Anyway, back in character.
All right, avoided getting canceled this time. Task failed successfully. So now, Yes, you are all back in your room, which I'm gonna say it's large and spacious, even though it realistically isn't.
Okay, especially
but yeah.
because I've got all the junk in there we need to sell.
Yeah.
Oh, it sucks having 26 strength. Oh, what a pain. Having to carry
oh no,
everyone's
carrying
stuff.
around all this stuff. Yeah. Unfortunately, you don't have the ability to
We need the
break.
boat.
You don't have ability to unlock these things. Actually, do you have spellcraft?
Yeah, it's actually been several days. We just failed all of our spellcraft checks.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can attempt a spellcraft check if you want to try to disarm the lock again.
Everybody, roll spellcraft.
Okay, I'll assist Arcus.
Oh no, I got +3. Let me assist you guys.
Oh
I have
god.
+5.
I am
have
made to.
+5.
I'm the Blood Rager.
Are you
I'm
serious?
made to hit things. Leave me alone.
You know what? How about this? None of you have the ability to disarm these. However, I will cheat this once and say if you get a natural 20, you can disarm these.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Look, someone on the ship can do it. Leave us alone.
With the power
Of luck, let's go.
of the cohort
Fuck.
from the one shot, let it be a natural 20. Almost.
Close, but yeah, unfortunate.
That's okay. It's okay.
Look, I'm
eventually
made
we will
to
open
hit
them.
things. That's my existence. When I rage, I got 28 strength. I hit with a 66 plus 25. Leave me alone.
You're literally your whole build is the Jetstream Sam draws the sword, cuts the guy in half,
Yes.
and that's the literal or the pivot backstab Fisher, depending on how you how you imagine Vital Strike looking. I always imagine Vital Strike as being your backstab Fisher, because I don't know, because Dark Souls, that makes sense to me.
Backstab
But-
fish.
I can't really
Until you face
backstab
them in the
fish when I'm
combo.
an entire size category larger, though. I just smack them.
I mean, you still could. Instead of like fishing for backstabs, you grab someone's shoulder, turn them around, and then stab them.
I've become the Dark Souls boss.
Front
I'm the
stab.
Capra demon.
Oh yeah, it's like you do the front stab, but Dark Souls 2 style, where you punch somebody and then they just flip around for no reason. Perfect.
Anyway,
So, just gonna keep the chests here till we get Marentia's vengeance back.
Okay. As you all, I love that you mispronounce that name every single time.
Yes,
So
that is
good.
the joke.
But so as you all are back and are able to rest up after fiddling with the chests and failing to open them again, Alma's mother and Delian looks back over you all and is kind of like examining you, and she just says, "Well, it doesn't appear that you have any lasting damage. I warned you that Void Walkers are mad. They don't behave or act in an entirely reasonable manner, and they're inherently unstable. It's
You should
best to avoid them.
You should
And I
listen
say
to your
this
mother.
being a follower of the patron who created them originally."
Listen to your mother, Alma.
this one seemed very coherent in what he said.
They may
Not really
seem
much.
rational at times, but
He also said that whatever he's doing in the ocean is a task given by our patron himself.
somehow I doubt that to be true. After all, didn't you say he's basically just sitting there, not doing anything?
Yes, and apparently the reason he's doing that is the dragon that is chasing us. He doesn't want to endanger his people, and he kind of said that if the dragon comes here, the dragon will destroy the whole island.
Well, it doesn't surprise me, given the wreckage that we saw in the city of Cain. If he really was intent on killing us, it wouldn't surprise me if he decided to hold the whole island hostage.
The good thing that came up from this meeting with this Void Walker was that he mentioned that we could possibly, if we had the means to sever this dragon's immortality, we could
Yeah.
possibly bring him down.
When you're done, let me know. Zogler, are you done talking?
Yes.
Okay. As soon as Alma says that, everybody's blinded by the massive light bulb going off over Arcus's head as he fishes out the Grimoire Omicron, and that's the little orb. Do you know how to kill a dragon?
You mean Epsilon?
What'd I say? Fuck, you're right.
He said the other one.
Campaign.
So for context, people in chat, this is the second one of the ancient grimoires that has been found in my campaigns. A couple of the players are shared in the other campaign.
Not me.
Mouse is the one player here who wasn't in that campaign, and he still got the name wrong.
It's because they keep doing it. I did it because they did it.
That's actually perfectly fair, because I end up doing that a lot. When someone else makes the mistake, I make the same mistake.
Yeah. I said it because he said it. I said it because he said it. Go, Lord Slug. Pull out Epsilon and ask him in Arcus pirate voice. Hey, yo, you know how to kill a dragon? Got any knowledge in there, home slice?
Got any dragon killing knowledge?
Oh man, what was that orb meme a while ago? It's like, oh orb, share with me your wisdom.
Orb of the tomb, share with me your wisdom.
Or severs
Cock and ball
immortality.
torture. From Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia.
Yes.
Or wait, hold on. I actually have to do the voice thing now.
Oh no.
Cock and ball torture. From Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. Because that's how he's supposed to sound, but I just don't want to do the voice changer every time because it's cringe. So let's see. What did I roll? Okay.
No.
I cannot name any specifics, but I do know that there are certain types of enchantments and weaponry that have been used specifically to kill dragons in the past. I don't know if such a thing would work against this particular dragon, however.
Would you know of any possible way to sever this dragon's immortality, even if temporary?
From what little I know, that there is a certain types of enchantments referred to as Bane of Dragons, which can be used against specifically to target dragons and their kin.
Yes.
Very useful.
Such effects might possibly be able to kill it, or at the very least, negate its regenerative capabilities. If what this entity you spoke to said was true, however, then it is likely that simply this is not enough to put it down for good, as you mortals would say.
So, can you expand on your plan that you mentioned before?
Yeah, chaos energies, all that.
Well, dragons do possess an innate affinity towards one of the primal elements. Is possible that using primal magical energies could be used to counteract or perhaps disrupt or maybe just rend them to pieces the old-fashioned way. It is not a tested plan, but I do know that primal events can cause great destruction. I can't imagine something like that being wholly useless against a beast of that size.
I mean, he's got a magic crystal growing out. Is it growing out of his chest, or did it get pierced?
It appears to be growing out of his chest.
I bet you that leads right to his heart. If we break that, we break his heart. Foolproof plan.
I'm not certain such a thing would be possible. My brief analysis of it is it appears to be a fragment from... Forgive me. The information appears to be missing.
That's all right. You're doing a great job. But what I'm hearing is we can't break his heart, not even if we catfish him with another lady dragon.
Epsilon will begin to spin in place rapidly as he begins to try to process that.
For context, I took negative stats in my intelligence.
I do not have sufficient data. It is possible that a lost romantic interest, as you would say, could impose quite the debilitating condition to
I
his
love
psyche. I do not know if that would cause physical damage necessary to shatter the heart, as you would call it, in his chest.
Let's put a tack in that one for now.
It is quite frustrating. I do recognize elements of the object that is embedded into his chest.
Ooh.
However, it seems vital information is missing from my memory storage. It is quite frustrating indeed. He wiggles about in the way that a frustrated orb would.
We really got to get you to play the first Halo game, just because this is exactly Guilty Spark.
I'm sorry, I haven't played Halo.
The first one's good, and then Reach is amazing. That's all I'll say.
I know Reach is. I know the. I'm ready. How about you? Because I've quoted that multiple times.
It's
That's
good.
one of the only things I know from Reach. Because it's like literally gets backstabbed by a lightsaber, gets back up and pones him. It's like it's so base.
Stabs
like,
him in the. I love
that.
Emil.
So good.
He's so good. The other one is like winter contingency is in effect. We need Spartans on the ground. Sierra 137, come in. Sierra, do you read me? You've got Spartans on the ground, sir. We're not going anywhere. Ooh, fucking goosebumps. That teaser was so good. I'll have to share that. The teaser for Halo Reach is one of the best marketing that I've ever heard.
Nice.
Doing some really long con of making the dragon fall in love and then breaking their heart would be cruel, +1 evil. Yes, that is what I'm proposing. I'm proposing we catfish the dragon deity that is specifically hunting one of our party members. We just have to invent the internet and then get him to go on a year-long, long-distance relationship with one of us pretending to be a dragon. No, this is perfect. Hear me out now. It's perfect. We just have to invent
You would have better luck literally just trying to turn yourself into a dragon and then trying to seduce him that way. Like,
Let's fucking go.
you'd literally be better off trying to pull a bard.
Oh,
Like,
wait.
do a bard moment.
Wait, hold on. Sylveon's not here. We only had, and Liz is the only
Kobolds aren't
scaly.
real dragons.
Well, I was gonna say, and Lizzie's the only scaly, so I think we have our volunteer.
Okay, but the thing is, you can't actually turn into a dragon. That's not.
Well,
that's not a real thing.
Polymorph says otherwise, DM.
Does polymorph actually let you turn?
I have no fucking clue. It does in
Well, that's
D&D.
not, well, okay, that's not permanent ability to turn into a dragon.
Doesn't Pathfinder have permanent polymorph? Like, isn't that an advanced spell?
I want to say baleful polymorph can be permanent. I don't know if like the beneficial type of polymorph is.
Anyway, we're
Yeah, no,
getting
its
off
duration
topic.
is 1 minute a level.
Oh, there's in D&D, there's permanent polymorph.
Oof. That feels like something to be very easily abused.
It is.
Anyway.
It's literally he turned me into a nuke kind of thing. Like you're just
But
a
he didn't
nuke
get
now.
better.
Yeah, but he didn't get better. You're just kind of fucked.
So there's actually like an item in Pathfinder called like a bead of newt prevention that I think makes you immune to like polymorph effects.
Oh,
Or like
okay.
it
All
negates a
polymorph.
polymorph effect but gets consumed.
Okay, it's all polymorph, but that was just specifically against being turned into a newt by a witch. Which is a class in Pathfinder, apparently. I'm very new to Pathfinder for
Yes.
context. This is
It's-
my
it's ju-
second
yeah.
character ever.
Which is just warlocks, except they're
Intelligence.
focused on debuffs. Yeah. And they use intelligence.
Imagine not being able to make melee attacks with your charisma. Cringe.
Well, I mean, you can be the what's it called, the white-haired witch, and attack things with your hair if you really want to be weird about it.
It's not the same.
Anyway, Back on topic.
Yes, back. Sorry, we derail a lot. This is why our
So-
15-session campaign is now on episode 23.
Yeah. And we have
25
been-
though.
25,
I like
whatever.
that we have been always saying to not derail, but we're always
Yeah,
derailing.
alright, so,
Yeah.
Arcus idiocy
Anyway.
aside, plan to destroy the dragon with a bunch of chaotic energy cannon. Got it. Let's go.
Possibility. Epsilon then begins to like spin in place as he's constantly thinking of ways to catfish
Yeah.
an ancient dragon god.
Let's put a pin in the catfish idea for now. Can we restore your lost memories somehow? You got like a flash drive?
Not a flash drive, no. I believe it was most likely caused by damages that I sustained during an encounter.
Nope,
Some
Lizzie
of my
left.
memory crystals seem to have fractured.
Ooh, that might
I
have
suppose
been
it
me.
is possible to find backups, although I do not know of anywhere where those things might be. It has been quite some time since I was reactivated.
Alright, I'm writing that down for
last
season
activated.
2. We're gonna restore him, and then he's gonna betray the party, and Arxis is the only one who's gonna join him in the betrayal.
God dang it. As he taught you talk about the potential restrained memory, you notice that Endelion piques her interest a little bit. Do you suppose that if your memories were restored, that you could potentially remember where the body of Albashar Kane lies? I cannot be certain about what my lost memories might hold, as they are lost. I cannot remember something that I do not remember. Well, that is obvious, but do you remember things that you should remember, but you don't? I do recognize the shard within Abaddon Core, but I don't remember its name and origin. I do remember that Albashar Kane was buried, but I do not remember where. I do remember that why he was killed, but I don't remember the name of the one who killed him.
Weird
It is
magic
most
grandfather
frustrating.
man was killed? Murdered?
Yes,
Why?
he was killed by his son.
Why?
I do not remember.
Ah, that's right. You said you don't remember
Do
why.
you remember his son name?
No, it is most frustrating.
How hard could it be to find this guy's son?
Well,
That
this guy is
honestly
supposedly-
is news to me. I don't know how much you know of ancient Vinrand history, but
Not at all.
there's no record of him ever having a son.
Well, clearly the ancient entity that's been around since he was alive and was made by him says otherwise.
Indeed.
So I guess my previous statement is false. It's gonna be pretty hard to find a guy there's no record of.
Do you know who the mother of this son was? I'm gonna actually go ahead and roll for that because I don't remember if he would. Oh. I believe that her name was Karya. She was an oracle in ancient times. My master was quite close with her.
I'm sure that those names mean something to someone. New crackpot theories swarming already. Let's go.
Yes, exactly.
So for context, I would normally have you guys roll an intelligence roll, but I feel like that's unrelated. You know that Daimir's last name is Karya.
Oh!
He has an intelligence thing.
When you
Daimir
first
is
met him,
like
he
Captain-
introduced him as Daimir Zolgrim Karya.
Right.
And we already know that Eleanor, who the female magus, is called Sakala Karya. And that weird lady we met in the woods is also Karia.
Cyril.
So for context, all of the kind of oddly culty sussy people on the Mentia's Vengeance crew that wear masks have the same last name of Karia.
Gotta talk to the captain when he gets back.
Speaking of which, where did he head off to?
To the temple. I wanted to go follow him, but everybody was like, no, let's go talk to the weird, creepy fish thing under the ocean.
He went off alone.
Yep. I told him it was a bad idea.
Oh, this is most concerning. He's been gone longer than you have.
Yep. Really? Let's go to the temple.
Oh, this has been a long day, but I think you're right, Arcus. We should
Oh,
check.
sorry, you're right. I keep seeing the sunlight here and thinking it's midday. Sorry, that's influencing my decisions. What is the time?
Oh, it is actually technically like late afternoon, like about 1400 hours.
Okay, that's not bad.
Okay, but he's missing more hours than us. So,
Yes.
yeah.
So you guys have been
That's-
gone for like 2.5 hours, and he left before you, and is still not back yet.
That's disturbing. I guess everyone agrees that we should go check.
Yeah. Lizzie is gone, so. Oh, no, he came back in. He's just muted.
No, I'm
there he
muted,
is.
sorry. No,
Okay.
the first thing when you say that we were should act between seeing the great old one thingy and seeing the captain, I said we should stick with the captain, and everyone like no.
I misheard you.
Oh,
I think I didn't hear you at all.
God damn it!
I heard that. Oh, what I heard is that we should stick together and let the captain go do his thing. That's what I heard.
No.
Yeah, that's what I heard
No.
too.
We
Face
should
palm.
stick together with the captain. I said.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I
Ah.
misheard.
misunderstood. All right, well,
I think you cut off,
we
and
chose our
only
path.
everyone
Ah,
only
shit.
heard we should stick together.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, all right. Well, our path is chosen.
Better late than never. Let's
Oh
go.
well, time to just rewind. Yeah, no, sorry.
Not really.
No redos. This ain't no
Alright.
Let's
redo
go.
of Healer, whatever the frick that show's
It
called.
has been way.
We
too long.
did quick save before the pivotal story event.
There is no quick saves.
Let's go then.
So maybe I'll post what could have happened, what you missed for this session.
Yeah.
Or not this session, this campaign
Yeah.
after we finish. But
Mm,
anyway,
We're
So-
heading back to the temple.
as you begin heading back to the temple, you actually don't get very far before eventually, off in the distance, you do see the captain approaching again. And this time, you see him approaching with 2 other individuals.
Oh, that lady from the forest.
His sister.
Cyril.
You do indeed recognize one of the individuals as Cyril.
Pretty
Off in the
forest
distance.
lady, you're back.
So at this point, you're like basically just out of like earshot of like the village. Jeez, brain work, please, thank you. And they all kind of approach you. The captain kind of like gestures to you as you approach. Well, you all look a little worse for wear. I'm guessing things didn't go too well.
Oh, I think they went fine. We got some useful information. We were worried about you. You were missing for a lot of hours.
Well, sorry about that. I had to make sure everything was dealt with, and, well, we talked things out. He looks back towards the other 2. Cyril steps forward and does like a mini like bow to you all. It's good to see you all again. I'm amazed that you're still alive after hearing about what happened to you.
Yep, we're kind of badasses. Kind of a big deal.
I would say it was
You
a
see
mix.
her chuckle a little bit, and the other masked figure to the right of Daimir kind of like, you see him turn a little bit, like he's also trying to like stifle laughter.
Doesn't register what he
Well-
said is funny at all. He's being sincere.
Well, there's a couple things I guess I should let you know. One, I don't think we're getting back into that facility. They managed to seal everything up again, and, well, I don't think we're gonna be able to get in so easily.
Oh! Everyone, once
What?
again, is blinded by the light bulbs. Arcus reaches into his pack and pulls out the complete set of those runes that you said fit the door.
Someone remember!
I did!
Nice.
The light bulb! I got these.
Where did you find those?
Oh, all over the place. You have no idea how hard it was to find all of these. But I got them, and I think they go to that door.
The captain looks back towards the other masked figure who steps forward, reaches out his hand for you to give them to him.
I will give them to him, since it seems the captain is okay with this guy.
He grabs them and he starts to, like, rummage through them a little bit, examining them. You see his, this faint kind of, like, glow emanate from the man's golden mask. He then removes the mask and kind of, like, peels it off to, like, one side, and he says, "Yeah, these'll do. I think these were designed to be the locking mechanism before they fixed it. We should be able to use these to get inside.
Let's
You gonna be alright after that? Oh yeah, trust me, Serial and I have experience with these sort of things. If the Inquisitor's there, don't worry. We won't let him escape. And we won't let him see who we are. Alright. If it comes down to it, it's better to destroy that facility than worry about killing the Inquisitor. I'm not sure if what I saw in there was the clones you were speaking of, but if they were, then we can't let them have access to them.
I presume, Captain, you already told them about what we saw in there.
He's debriefed us on the whole thing, yes. Oh, forgive me. I should probably introduce myself. The man steps forward, puts one arm behind his back, and reaches forward to kind of like shake your hand in a kind of formal greeting that you recognize as being like a typical thing of nobility of the URV. My name is Malik Zelkaria. I am a lieutenant from the same clan as your captain.
Oh, it's a clan. Here I was thinking y'all were siblings, and I was just an idiot this entire time.
No, well, it is true. We do technically share the same lineage. Our bloodlines diverged many generations ago. We are less related than second cousins, I guess you could say.
I see.
Oh, and this, here. He gestures towards Serial, who comes up. This is my wife, Serial. I take it you've
Shot through
already
the
met her
heart
before.
And you're too. I'm kidding.
Yes.
What?
Wife.
What?
Oh, my heart.
No romance. Sorry.
No. Arcus only has eyes for Margoth, tall lady.
She assisted us in the forest.
She's a pretty forest lady. Yeah. She healed us. She got doodads on her hands that I don't know what they mean. But she seems alright in my book.
It is a sign of loyalty to our clan, despite her not having any direct heritage to it.
Neat.
Anyway.
I get
Oh,
that.
also, I should say, when the person pulls back his mask and he drops his hood down, you see kind of long, flowing hair, and you can tell, based on the coloration of his eyes, the shape of his ears, and the kind of like odd kind of crest of scales that you see around his neck that the man in front of you is a draconian. On his forehead is the exact same symbol as the symbol that Cyril has on each of her hands, also emitting a faint dark blue light from it.
Neat.
Do they seem old?
Do they seem old? That's an odd question. Ah, no. Excellent. Screw up something.
No, it's actually from a crapot theory. Don't worry.
Let me see. Forgot to open up your sheets. There you go. Where are they? Here we go. I have too many NPCs.
Who's Whis?
I don't know. Who is Whis?
I don't know. Someone says that looks like Whis. I assume he means one of the tokens.
No idea.
WHIS.
I honestly, most of the time when I find
Let's not waste
tokens
time
most-
about their
Dragon Ball
age.
guy, I guess. I don't watch Dragon Ball.
Don't worry
Yeah,
about it. We'll
Moving on. So,
Let's move on.
they're draconians,
yeah,
meaning
sorry,
they're elves.
I don't know where most of my art comes from. I just find it
Don't
randomly on
worry.
Pinterest. I mean, I know that's kind of like a big BM thing of like not shouting out the artist, Kringa, but it's like, I'm sorry, most of the time I don't know who the original artists are.
Yeah, all good. Back in character, because
Back in character.
we just breached 2 hours, so yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Ruby character, Weiss. It's Weiss,
Oh,
German for
you mean
white.
Weiss from
It's Weiss
Ruby?
because Germans we're
They
Sylveon.
pronounce it Weiss in this show.
And they're wrong.
Yeah, no, sorry.
They
it's
also
not.
say the dog's name is Y when it should be Zwei.
But they do pronounce it Y, I think.
Yeah, it should be Zwei is the point, not Zwei. I hate that. Say your W's as V's, folks. That's how the Germans do it. Volkswagen.
Okay, but like, is it incorrect to pronounce it in? Well,
It's kind
I'll
of like
get
with the
into that.
Romans with Venevedevici should be Venevedevici. Your V should be W's because that's Latin. Anyway, it's besides
yeah,
what. Yeah,
but if you're saying it in English, is it wrong to pronounce it how it should be pronounced in English? Even
No.
if it's not an English word.
no, I don't know. We're getting off topic. Anyway,
I don't know. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, okay, so,
yeah, it's
she
W.
approaches and says, "Your captain was right. You do all seem a little worse for wear. Also, I don't think I've been properly introduced, but this one with you. Yes, my name is Endelion. I am, at least for now, a part of their crew. I see. You are an Arisen, yes? I am. I must say, you seem... what's the word? Lucid?
Lucid.
Well, she definitely doesn't seem as bloodthirsty. Not to be offensive or anything, just... Most Arisen Naturans that we've come across are... Well, the type of people that make so many enemies were usually hired to put them down.
Well, I've known my mother for however long I have been living. I've never seen her being like what you describe. She was always a rational and logic individual.
It's not my business to judge. People of our clan have received similar unjustified persecution.
I see.
So, the captain said that you're going to go through with the plan. We have some people who can arm you if you need that, but we can't stay here for too long. And obviously, Cyril and I have to go clean up our mess.
Will the two of you be able to handle that facility? I mean, most of them were researchers, but they had that weird mind flare thingy.
The Illithid.
Yeah.
I
we've
know
heard
what
about
that is.
Don't worry, we've dealt with things like that before. Well, not
Okay.
specifically an illithid, but the point is, we should be able to get it done. By the way, if you know anything, after all, you, I believe, he gestures to Arcus and Icesteel, fought with the clones personally. Is there anything about them that the captain would have seen that I should know about?
Psychic. That's and pretty strong. Lots of crits, but I mean, there's no way to really translate
Big crit
that.
chance. I mean, you can say what you'd want to communicate in game mechanics.
Yeah.
And it's fine.
Crit fishers, cringe backstab fisher build. Didn't specialize in poise at all. Used sorcery mid combat. They weren't giant dad. Didn't even what is it when they killed Icesteel?
Wait, what?
I'm being a gremlin. Ignore me.
He
Okay.
unironically begins to pull out a piece of parchment and starts writing on it, like everything you tell him.
He would, in character, he would explain that they seem to be able to heal with more of like a psychic thing than actual magic spells. And that they have a higher chance to deal punishing damage, or their weapons seem to find weak spots a little easier, i.e. they crit on an 18 or lower. I can't remember. It might have been 17.
I see.
Actually pretty hard
All
to
right.
hit.
It's good to know.
They all wear how do you call it? Hornet ring too.
Oh yeah, and they wear visors. Might try ripping one off, see if that helps.
Do you have any idea what the visor was for?
Nope. I didn't want to ask too many questions. We were under the guise of hired thugs by the Inquisitor. I felt like asking too many questions about their weird. I'm the big guy. These two are the brains.
No, that's all right. That's more than helpful. They did mention the Inquisitor, yes?
They did. Yeah.
Did he say anything regarding when he should be there?
They didn't really know.
They didn't know. They were kind of on lockdown, waiting till he got back. And then we cleared the way to the door.
Oh,
Alright.
I guess, Captain, you did tell them about the teleporter thinking that they have in.
Yeah, we actually tried to use that again. It seems that they shut it off or did something to prevent such an accident.
Maybe these visors are what makes these clones, people, whatever they are, docile.
True. They did seem not all
Suppose it
there.
could be possible. However, it could simply be that if they're clones, that they lack all the necessary mental faculties.
I gotta stretch and get a drinky of water.
Okay.
Well, regardless, this should be more than helpful. Thank you for your time and good luck on your own expedition. You'll need
You
it.
too. Be careful.
The man pulls his mask back in front of his head and gives you a slight bow before turning and walking off. As he does, you see Serial kind of like walk into his shadow and disappear before as he starts to walk off, he kind of like pulls out his scimitar and cuts a swath in the air. And as it does, it spreads apart to form what looks like some sort of like portal, and he steps through it
His
before it
waifu
closes
isn't
behind him.
even real. Literally, his shadow's the only one that walks beside him.
No, from what it appeared to me, it seemed more like she was concealing herself with some sort of ability that you couldn't recognize than like she was like an actual like inanimate. Like
I got it, but you know
apparition or
me, I'll
something.
always make jokes.
I am married to my own shadow. For some reason, my shadow manifests as a Dampier. That probably doesn't mean anything.
Anyway.
Oh, that reminds me though. I should port over the Gower's ring. that'd be a great item to use. Get a +4 bonus to mind affecting effects against loneliness damage.
Anyway, so what's your plan now?
I
Well-
mean, to speed things up, I will tell them that the crew is coming, that the Void Walker used his, I don't know, psychic abilities, that the ship will arrive soon, and whatever he told us about the dragon, about if we could sever his immortality somehow, we could possibly bring him down or something like that. If the captain knows whatever.
Oh, go ahead and make a knowledge check. We actually need to make 2 knowledge checks. Someone else can get a pretty good result on this too. Possibly. All right. So Andelion and the captain start kind of like looking between each other and brainstorming a bit. Eventually, they come to the conclusion and tell you that there are histories and stories of dragons who have been slain before, but there is specific types of magical enchantments that are used that dragon, basically a specific counter designed against dragons, and such things can halt their regeneration. The captain also specifies that in order to fully kill a true dragon, they also have to be they also have to be destroyed by a spell that is of a sufficiently high tier in order to disrupt their innate magical essence, as it were. So, let me look up the thing so I don't misquote it, because I can never remember abilities I made 12 months ago. Where is the dragon thing? Here we go.
Here's my plan.
Okay, he will explain to you. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to talk while you were looking up your thing. Never mind, go.
Oh, I was gonna say, he'll explain to you the nature of the ability. Draconic immortality. True dragons cannot be killed by normal means. Dragons regenerate an amount of hit points equal each round equal to 1/2 the dragon's hit dice, unless the dragon is exposed to Bane of Dragons effect, which disables the regeneration for 1 minute. The process of fully killing a true dragon varies depending on the dragon's size/age category. A dragon of medium size must be struck by a spell 3rd tier or higher. The spell must overcome the dragon's spell resistance, and it must be 1 tier higher for each size category the dragon is above medium. Any type of origin magic ability meets this qualification. Additionally, a dragon must have been damaged by a Bane effect or Smite effect within the last minute, or be damaged by a mythic weapon or ability. In addition to the conditions listed above, some dragons have another condition that must be met before they can be truly killed. I cannot tell you Abaddon Core specific one because that's classified. You don't know that. So, in essence, to fully kill a true dragon, they have to be hit by a sufficiently high enough or powerful enough spell, and be hit by a Bane effect that specifically targets dragons. And only then will they fully die. Without that, they will continuously regenerate like Wolverine.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't even know how we can do all that. Alma is probably silent, trying to process all of this. Probably understands nothing.
So we gotta find out Big Green Asshole's true weakness. Understood. Mission accepted. Where would we find that? Abishur Kane? Would he know? Oh yeah! Real quick, question for you, specifically, now that your cousins are gone. Do you know Kane had a son?
Well, yes, but how did you know that?
He pulls out the orb and just holds it, kind of like a basketball.
I was kind of hoping that was one of the memories he didn't have.
Nope. Do you know he killed your dad? His dad? Here's my question. Why do you share the same name as his wife? Kane's wife, not the son who murdered his dad's wife. You know what I mean.
Alright, I'm gonna roll for something real quick. Okay. None. Yeah, okay. So he kind of like looks over all of you real quick, and then he says, he looks towards Endelion, and she says, there's not really much point in hiding it from me. I already know most of it already. Yeah, I kind of figured you would. Alright. I'll tell you this. Well, at least what I can tell you. But you need to swear to not share this with any of the villagers.
Why would I tell them anything?
I don't know, you seemed to like some of them. You went out of your way to not kill Willem.
He's an acquaintance. Besides, if we came back with his rotting corpse, it's not like we came back with Severin, who was one of ours. We're coming back with Willem, one of theirs. At least he's alive. Smooth things over with Enar, didn't it?
Also, the villagers
I guess that's
helped
true.
us, so, I mean...
I
we're
know
in
of
good
them.
terms.
We're not friends. I would not invite them to drinks. Honestly, you know me.
Willem in his sleep sneezes and cries a little bit. Well, alright then. Yes, it is true. The son of Al-Bashar Kane is the progenitor of my clan. And yes, he did kill him, or at least it is believed that he killed him.
Gee.
I guess the word you would use is patron that I follow is a great entity. One that the Oracle Karya found over 1,000 years ago. She wanted to protect it, to keep it safe from those who would have misused its power. Cain saw this entity as a demon, an abomination that was controlling her. She fled with it, and for a time, many of her followers and her then newborn son lived peacefully. But eventually Cain caught up to them. Karya sacrificed herself to allow her son and her followers to escape before she was killed by Cain. Eventually, after many years, her son decided to seek revenge, or maybe he just wanted to turn his father to reason. By then, this is the time when the history books tell of Cain's slow descent into madness and the fracturing of the old alliance between the Prilusemians and the people of Vinrend.
Hmm.
I don't know the details. In fact, I don't think many people do. All we know is that Karya's son, his name was Kellinor Karya. He, well, became the next holder after his mother and after the... Actually... You hear him hesitate for a brief moment as he starts to say something, and then he, like, kind of second guesses himself. Well, none of that is important. But to answer your question, yeah. Albashar Kane's son was the one who killed him after becoming the new avatar of our patron. We don't know all the details, but it happened over 1,000 years ago. The few who do still remember don't speak of it.
Hmm.
It's quite a tale. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. All of this doesn't really mean a whole lot to me. I'm sure it means something to these two here. I'm a pirate. This means a lot of nothing. You're my captain, and I'll always be loyal to you.
Well, I appreciate that. And I'm sorry for being vague and half dodging the question, but still technically being an outsider to my clan, there's only so much that I can divulge to you all.
Understandable. I intimately am aware of weird clan dynamics.
Yeah.
Is there some sort of joke I'm missing?
No, just being an orc and also Innsmouth.
Oh, In's nose, yeah.
Yes, Innsnose. But Innsmouth. Just weird, don't tell the outsiders about the weird shit we do kind of thing. I get it. I really do. I get it. It's fine.
Well, Captain, that's something. I don't see how it affects us, the rest of us.
Yeah.
It's
Well, you're the
certainly-
ones that asked.
True.
Well, okay, facts, brother. Well, it's a very intriguing tale. It brought up a lot of questions on my mind, but this could wait. What I know is that you knew from the start I was a follower of Emon and you accepted me. And to tell you the truth, I'm kind of a similar mindset. I don't really care who you follow or what you follow, as long as you do not cross my path or cause needless harm to others. So I don't think you have anything to fear from us, go and spreading your tale or the secrets of your clan.
Gonna be real with you, Chief. I never got formal schooling. I know the name Albashar Kane only because these two would not shut up about it while we were in his tomb. I actually don't know who he is or what he did.
I suppose if you didn't grow up in the continent of Vinrend, it's only to be expected. He did die 1,000 years ago, after all. It's not like much of his legacy remains.
I grew up in a fishing village on the frontier. That's about it. You want me to tell you about demons and weird occult stuff? I got you, buddy. History, that was a big no.
That's a conversation we could probably have for another time.
True.
Alright. Where are we going? We're going back to the base, the weird place?
No, for now, we need to rest and recoup our strength. And after all, you said that the Mentia's vengeance will be here soon.
She did.
Probably the
I also have
dragon.
a good authority that certain merchants going to be arriving here recently as well.
Let's go!
We need to arm up as soon as possible.
Is it our boy?
And head out. Yes, it is your boy.
Yes, Tolan! Let's go!
Tolan Gahara.
Yes.
I suppose I should let you all know what's going to happen. This next job we have is gonna be a pretty significant one. And entails pretty great risk. And if you don't want to come, I don't blame you at all.
Let's be fair, when it doesn't inquire some risk.
Well, I suppose that's true. I don't
What
know how to
kind
say this
of-
without it sounding pretty terrible, but I'm just gonna come out and say it. Our next mission, we're going to sail to Arcadia, and we're going to destroy Astiar.
What? What do you mean? Like
We're going to
the whole-
destroy the stronghold of the colluders that allied with the Iradian Empire. We're going to wipe out their garrison there. And we're going to
Oh.
shatter what little faith that any of the citizens of Kornheim have with that wretched empire.
I
And
thought
we're going to take out the last stronghold of a certain group of demon worshippers.
Certainty
It's
of
really
death.
killing a bird with two stones.
Certainty of death. Small chance of success. What are we waiting for?
I thought for a moment you meant the whole city, and
Well,
by the
I don't think the general populace will be hurt. Let me explain the plan, because I see some suspicious looks from some of your eyes. He specifically looks towards Endelion, who, Alma, you can tell, lean here, has this weird kind of combination of a look of glee and terror at the same time.
well, Alma will
So-
feel suspicious too because that sounded ominous. I
To put
wouldn't
it
like,
simply, I'm,
casualties.
as you've already seen, I'm quite skilled in necromancy. Not to brag or anything, but I want to say it's something that I'm quite good at. Better than most I've come across, at least.
Right.
We have a limited amount of time before that Tomb Lord starts to come back.
Right.
Even according to what the Grimoire said, Megala Phase energy is only going to keep it from restoring for a few days at most. I'm going to use this jar and its energy and its ability to influence the undead to raise up the dead that have been buried under Astiar for over I don't even know how long. To explain some of that, the city of Astiar and Kornheim was built over an old settlement from way back in the day. It used to be controlled by the Tomb Lords, as basically a colony. For some reason, they all died off. Some people say that when the Prilusemians came to the continent, they exterminated the last of them. But over time, relics have been dug up to indicate that there was still a prominent civilization. Well, to put it simply, there's still a large amount of necromantic energy. Bodies, relics, possibly even some of their stronger guardians that the Tomb Lords used to summon up. Buried deep, deep underneath the city. Using this, I intend to bring them back out. And with the undead army, I'm going to lay waste to the Iradian garrison there. I'm sorry, but isn't there a fundamental flaw with that plan? Just because you can raise them doesn't mean you'll be able to control them. I'm well aware of that.
That sounds like
In
a
fact,
them problem.
I don't really plan to control them.
Exactly.
What? And what about civilians?
What about civilians?
That's the hard part, unfortunately. In order to make sure that the actual innocent civilians don't suffer for this, we're going to have to get into the most heavily guarded area of Astiar, the White Palace.
The palace that was destroyed. I mean, what?
No, you heard about that as well?
Oh, no, that's above table.
Apparently, it got ransacked not too long ago, so the
That
place
was
has
above
been
table.
mostly evacuated. However, the collaborating nobles, many of the Vashonite mercenaries, and of course the Irradians still heavily control that section of the city, along with the ports. It's not going to be easy getting in there. In fact, we might end up losing the vengeance if we just stormed in there.
Okay, Alma's
Basically,
brainstorming.
I'm going
Okay,
to
go on.
need a group of people to guard me as I conduct the ritual. I know that this is incredibly risky, possibly completely suicidal, but this is the best chance of doing our worst blow against the Irradians that, well, I think we've ever had a chance to do. This will cripple one of their primary holds on the Arcadian continent. And thanks to that Mirren warship we captured, if we use that in our siege, it will make it seem like Mirastil's responsible. We might even send the two countries to war.
That
Hmm.
I know
last
there's a
part
lot
is
of
actually
holes in this
interesting.
plan, and I wish there could be a better way of doing this, but
Well,
because of that dragon, we're running out of time.
okay, but war means that cargo will be shipped to and from places. That's more stuff for us.
That is true.
I feel like my friends here keep forgetting. I'm sorry, I'm eating peanuts. I feel like my friends here keep forgetting that. And he turns to Alma. We are literally pirates. What about civilians?
I'm sorry, but you say pirates, you maybe were a pirate. I'm not really a pirate. The reason I was out in the sea is right here, and I pointed at my mother. I grew up in a trade city. Yes, I know how to fight, and I kinda enjoy this adventuring we'll be doing together, but I don't think I feel like a pirate or someone who belongs in a ship that will do pillaging and stuff like that.
Okay, but you're in the pirate crew.
I mean, it sucks that I need to bring the news to you, but what the fuck are you doing here then?
Well, I said to the captain before I joined his crew what my purpose was to find my mother. I find her.
And now?
And now we have a big mission ahead of us. I'm not saying I want to
Well,
participate, but there is
let
a
me ask
big.
your mother then. If you're so determined to go along with whatever she wants, then what does she have to say about all this? And Delion paces back and forth,
Excuse me.
grabbing her chin and muttering a little bit. That's an incredibly risky plan. Not that it's wholly unwise, but honestly, it's rather ambitious. I mean, a group of Carians robbing the tomb of Albashar Kane already seemed a little ridiculous, but this is by far the most insane thing that you've ever done. Unless maybe this is a norm for him? She looks towards the three of you.
Kind
I'm
of.
just
A
I shrug.
little bit.
You're all kind of like, yeah, well.
That seems about right, yes.
There is a big problem with everything that I think
Will
you
this
are
work?
forgetting. The dragon
That won't work.
can travel really fast.
Yeah. That
She-
sounds like a him problem.
That sounds like a me problem, and in return, a you problem. If I am with you, we're fighting in this stronghold, and suddenly this.
What do you mean? I never seen you in my life. If the
That's
dragon's coming around.
actually something I thought about. You remember seeing the city of Kane? How
Yeah.
not one of those void walkers was spared? In the
Uh-huh.
process, it did immense damage to the structures and soldiers.
Yeah.
If, say by any chance, that dragon does show up, there's a good chance it's not going to let any of the undead live, which means it won't let any of the undead terrorize and kill the innocent populace.
And then the populace will be stuck with the dragon problem while we run around.
Except it's not going to go after the innocent
Right.
citizens.
But
it's going to come after us, being the summoners of the monsters, and the monsters themselves. And it's not going to care too much if some Irradian goons get scorched in the process.
See,
From what we've seen. Okay, go on.
I was just gonna bring up that wouldn't the massive horde of undead act sort of like a smokescreen to, like, above table? Would the dragon even be able to tell where the summoners are? Does he just have magic radar, or would this just like light up his radar with a bunch of red blips?
Potentially, yes. They're like, even innate abilities to detect magic doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna be able to like find out like where something like. Generally speaking, you can tell the strength of like magical auras, but that tells you very little.
Okay, so see, this is the way I'm thinking of it. So he can sense the corrupted. I'm thinking of it like the aliens motion sensor, where it's like one blip, there you go. If there's 1,000 blips, it's like, well, which one is the blip I'm looking for? That's how I'm thinking of this. So we just summon a bunch of them. It acts as a smokescreen. He's got to take out each blip. Am I incorrect?
That is very much a possibility.
Okay.
This might be wishful thinking on my part, but there is always the chance that because of the dragon, if it does show up, that could act as our insurance to make sure that none of the undead actually do get passed into the general populace.
Neat.
And of course, that's still assuming all of the Irradians are defeated, which is honestly a rather
very optimistic thing to
it is
pull
a
up.
very unrealistically optimistic.
We saw what the dragon did to the city of Kane. He didn't care about civilians or innocents. He scorched everything. It's gonna happen the same at Astiar, and then he's gonna keep hunting me.
Well, there is that risk. We could there's always the possibility that we could retreat.
Alma is at loss of words. Above table, I'm actually face palming because this is the most stupid plan I've ever heard from the captain.
Oh,
Even
it's amazing.
stupider than the things better left buried party plans. Literally the most stupid plan I've ever heard.
Nah, it'll be
I
great.
don't even know what to say.
We're the evil campaign. It's fine.
So effectively, to break that all down in concise term, what he's basically suggesting is going to Astiar and using the jar to summon up sussy creatures in order to deal a crap ton of damage to the Irradian garrison there. In order to not affect the innocent civilians that are like the actual natives of Kornheim, he needs to get deep enough into the districts that are controlled by the Irradians and the military, and do the summoning from there. And the deepest part of that is the old castle. So the idea that he has is by summoning there, where the military is concentrated, the creatures that are summoned up will fight against the military and will not go against the innocent civilians. And that will be able to maximize the damage to the actual Irradian military forces. The problem then becomes trying to actually get that deep into the districts of the city that are under military control would not be easy.
Okay. It never is.
Well, it's certainly a risky plan. My main issue, for me, is the dragon. I don't really know what to do with it. And as I said, if I stick with you, I bring the danger to you. So maybe I should try and, I don't know, head elsewhere to divert its attention.
Up to you guys. I don't know. I think it's gonna come to this city no matter what because of the massive amount of undead. So,
Well, I suppose that is a possibility. I
Almost a
still don't
certainty.
think that you leaving is the best choice. After all, who's to say it won't find you, and without backup, then you'll be left all alone.
Well, I'm doomed either way, unless I find a way to deal with him permanently.
may as well die with friends. I notice you're not saying friends back, friend.
And Delian chuckles a little bit. Well,
Alma is lost in thought. I don't really know what to do.
It was
plan is
funny. It
stupid.
was.
The dragon is the main problem of Alma, and I don't know what to do.
My main problem isn't even part of this campaign, so it's fine. I don't care. By the way, a canopic jar is I don't know what it is in your setting, but it's a little. I'm talking to chat. It's a little jar when they would mummify people in Egypt. They'd put their specifically pharaohs. They'd put their organs in little jars, and they were called canopic jars. I may have misspelt this.
yeah. In my setting, they are the equivalent of phylacteries for what is
yes.
the equivalent of liches.
So we got
As
a
opposed to
lich's
example.
phylactery, and we're going to use it to
Yeah.
raise the undead. There you go.
Yeah, that's the closest equivalent. The difference being
It's
in
an
this case, the
Egyptian
phylactery is indestructible or next to indestructible, and it's not a skeletal man. It's closer to a vampire than like a mummy. But
An Egyptian vampire.
an Egyptian vampire. Anyway, so yeah. And
don't
Delian
know what to
will
do.
kind of like pace back and forth a little bit some more, and she'll say, if we can guarantee that the dragon does show up, we might be able to kill it while it's distracted with the other, well, minions, as you called them. The problem with that is none of us have an ability that can nullify its resistances.
Yet. My boy. Good thinking.
I am going to
I
high-five
do
Arthas.
possess the ability to. I can strike it with the power of high enough caliber, but someone else will need an ability to negate the dragon's regeneration.
Well,
And I
sounds
don't
like
know of any such ability that exists.
You mentioned before that
Was she?
Epsilon said something about using the canopic jar to deal with this dragon. How
Yeah.
would that happen?
Were you not here for that conversation? I feel like you were here for that.
Hmm?
Wouldn't that
Yeah,
be
yeah.
impossible if the captain is using the jar to conduct the ritual?
No, the Dragonbane spell. Weren't you standing right next to us when we learned about that?
Yeah.
Just
She-
find
she-
one of
so,
those.
yeah. For context, the Bane effect is like an enchantment that you put on like a magical weapon.
Yeah, that's an enchantment. Epsilon was saying something completely different with primal magic by
Okay,
conducting
okay.
a ritual.
Yeah, that's two different ways. But if we find the Dragonbane thing, wouldn't that also like stop his regeneration, at least temporarily?
Maybe.
Possibly.
But what if what Epsilon proposed is a more direct and permanent solution?
Up to you guys. I don't care.
It is true that if the dragon does appear, we will definitely be in trouble, even if it does solve the immediate problem of the undead potentially harming civilians. I still don't know if there is a guaranteed way of killing that beast. If it's been around for hundreds of years, then even if we had a means of killing it, it doesn't necessarily mean we'd be victorious.
Okay.
Sound like
I
you
have no
are.
idea what to do. I don't know what to do. In or above table.
I don't know. I'm still on board with the idea of going and destroying this place. If for no other reason than it sounds like a good fight.
I guess one last thing to decide what I'll do. I guess Alma will use telepathy to ask her mother if she thinks we should go with that on with that mission with them, or just leave and find.
1 second over here.
Your mother will telepathically communicate with you, and she will tell you something in private. I'm gonna move us to a private channel real quick.
Okay.
So anyway. Setra, the great king, the imperishable, Kemikara, the great king of Nehekara, king of kings, opener of the way, wielder of the divine flame, punisher of nomads, the great unifier, commander of the golden legion, sacred of appearance, bringer of light, father of hawks, builder of cities, protector of the two worlds, keeper of the hours, chosen of Petra, high steward of the horizon, sailor of the great Vitae, sentinel of the two realms, the undisputed, begetter of the begat, scourge of the faithless, carrion feeder, first to the charnel valley, raider. I'm going to go through all of Setra the Imperishable's titles while we're waiting. Scourge of the fatherless, carrion feeder, first to the charnel valley, rider of the sacred chariot, vanquisher of vermin, champion of the death arena, mighty lion of the infinite desert. I lied, I'm not going through all this. Holy shit, I'm not even halfway through. That's basically who we beat, was Setra the Imperishable. He was a big old Egyptian lich vampire mummy guy. And he was an asshole. Good news, though. We kicked his ass when I don't think we were supposed to, and I looted his corpse. Since I am the only strength build, and only one trained in medium armor, I have a +3 mithril breastplate, belt of giant strength +6, and headband of wisdom +6 that I looted from his corpse. Because fuck you. That guy was an asshole. He wouldn't stop with the scarabs. All the scarabs. If you don't get the reference though, Setra the Imperishable is a guy from Warhammer Fantasy who has just the most obnoxious, longest titles. And he's a weird skelly man. I say that. He's not weird at all. He's just a Tomb King. Which essentially means he's just an Egyptian skeleton warrior. Skeleton warriors. They're in a private chat, so I'm just talking. They can't hear me, so it don't matter much. So yeah, look, I don't know a whole lot about this setting or yeah, a Necron, but in Warhammer Fantasy. Essentially. Yeah, this is Setra. Setra, the Imperishable. Here's even some of his. O mighty Setra, great king, the imperishable, all of these. Like, he gives Daenerys a run for his money on titles. The Tomb Kings are basically fantasy Necrons. They're all skeleton boys, but Egyptian themed. which not as cool as Egyptian-themed space Terminators. Gonna be honest. But I mean, their models are pretty cool. I still like my lizard men, my weird Aztec lizard people. Ooh, Nagash, the biggest asshole. Fuck that guy. Fuck Nagash. Yeah, Space Egyptian Terminators are a big win. I do like them. I mean, I will always simp for my guardsmen, but my absolute favorite army, at least back when I played in 3rd edition, was the Sisters of Battle with the Witch Hunters. But then, like, the 4th edition came out, and I couldn't use my... I dumped, like, $1,500 into models and shit just to play Sisters of Battle. And I was like, oh, can't use them now. Like, it's outdated codex, and we're not gonna update Sisters of Battle. Like, apparently they're pretty pogged now, but... I'm just not gonna get back into Warhammer after all these years. 4th edition came out and just ruined my taste for the game with, hey, this whole army that you just dumped, you know, your entire summer jobs thing into, can't use it anymore. So fuck Warhammer.
So after I just came back at F Warhammer, like, oh gosh, okay. So after Alman's
We found the plan.
after Alman and Delion exchange a long knowing glance to each other, they both give each other a nod, and Delion looks towards the captain. She says, I think we're in. That honestly kind of surprises me. I got the feeling that you didn't really trust me. Well, it's not that I don't trust you. And I can't really blame you for being demon worshippers, given who I am. But we'll see where this goes. If we can kill that monster and deal blow to the Irradians, then I'm on board. Well, what say the rest of you?
I think it can work.
Well, he looks towards Arcus and Isteel.
Oh, you already knew I was on board ages ago.
I honestly don't know where you get your sense of loyalty from. The gods know I haven't done anything to deserve it.
You're the captain. Always follow the captain.
What about you, Sly One?
I believe he had to step out, which is why I was just talking to Chad about Warhammer.
No! Feels bad.
Arf.
Oh, you were just talking to Chad. For some reason, I thought you were giving, like, Lizzie the whole spiel.
No, I was talking to Chad about Warhammer and Tomb Kings and all that, and it got into just talking about how I dumped $1,500 into a Sisters of Battle army. Rules changed a few months later, making my entire army illegitimate with the new rule set. So I couldn't, all that money was essentially wasted. I said, you know what? No more money being dumped into this. And now I only buy...
Yeah, that's fair.
I buy the Warhammer games because I like Total War. I like Warhammer Total War. Those are good games.
It's one of those things where, like, a lot of miniature collection games like that only really work when they're separate, like, isolated sets.
Yeah.
And you just get, like, oh, you have the complete set of 100-something minis, and then it's its own game system, and then it's, like, kind of, like, solid and doesn't change a lot.
Yeah.
The Star Wars miniature game system was kind of like that, except they kept making new sets.
I hear
and
him.
after
I hear
a
someone
while,
moving about.
they started adding. Oh, I think that's on Lizzie.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping. That's what I mean. Is like I hope he's coming back here soon.
But yeah.
I'm still coming and going. I just came back up to my headphones.
Hey,
Okay.
All right, loyalty. You going?
With the captain, yes.
Captain said, "What about you, Sly One?" All right, we are all in then.
All right. We're all in. The captain, his face kind of like spreads to a grin and chuckles a bit. Well, all right then. Let's go take down an empire and kill a dragon all in the same day. Or die trying, I guess. Now, when is that ship going to get here? He stares off into the distance. Unfortunately, timing is not on your side, and there is no perfectly timed re-entry of the Ventia's Vengeance.
No.
As you stare off,
The Matilda's Vengeance
into
isn't
the-
here?
God freaking dang it. As you stare off, he stares off into the like late afternoon, early evening sky of
Nope.
the
No vengeance.
darkened Cordian winter. There's not a whole lot to do. It is several more hours until what would effectively be dinner time. And after that, the captain goes to retire as he seems particularly exhausted. And Delion also decides to go to sleep, given that all of her daily uses of her whatchamahoozits are expended. What do the three of you do that night?
I'm gonna check on Willem. Make sure I didn't give him a concussion.
You check on Willem. You see that he has woken back up, partially, but he still seems very out of it. Almost like someone who's like in rehab, or like someone coming off of a high and like, what's the term? Like hungover at the same time.
Understandable.
Like,
he was
seems
mind controlled
awake,
by
but not lucid.
spores. Yeah. All right. Well, he's clearly not going to talk to me, so I'll dip out. What are the rest of you doing?
All right.
I mean, if he's not lucid, what the fuck am I going to talk to him about?
I don't know.
Anyway.
Is there anything specific that the rest of you want to do?
Well, there's no shopping really, so I guess not.
Wait.
Not for the moment, no.
Above table. What empire was Emily's mom with? I don't remember her fucking name. I remember Emily because child
Lena.
NPC.
Emily and Lena were the
They're
were the
part of the
child
Kornheim royalty.
and wife of
Gallifrey.
Lord Gallifrey, who
Right.
was the Baron of Astiar of Kornheim.
Okay, and we're attacking the not them?
Yes.
Okay.
So for context, because I guess Kornheim is effectively a vassal state of the Iradian Empire.
Oh, okay.
6 years ago, in game, they went to war and were
6,
conquered.
not 60.
That's what I said. I said
He did
6.
say 6.
I had 60. Fuck Discord. Okay. So
So here's some relevant in universe lore. Kornheim was attacked and conquered by the Iradian Empire 6 years ago. Since then, they were effectively occupied. Like the two main coastal cities, Astiar and Talish, were both occupied by the Iradians. Astiar and the soldiers there did not actually participate in any of the conflict, as the Baron at the time, Lord Gallifrey, ordered them not to. And afterwards, they didn't receive too harsh treatment at all from the Iradian occupation, leaving many people to believe that Lord Gallifrey was collaborator, effectively.
Gotcha.
No one actually, the other thing too is no one actually knows why the war started. All they know is the Iradians showed up one day and started sieging the capital city of Talish.
Oh, so this wasn't a Rome thing with like trade offer. I receive taxes. You receive sanitation, medicine, education, wine, public order, irrigation,
No.
roads, public health, and peace.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
It was just like the public doesn't actually know why the war happened. The public, from the public's perspective, it was like their warships came up and they sieged Talish, blockaded it. They also fought Vash and destroyed Clan Zorn, which was like basically like a clan between the two nations. And Astiar decided, no, we're not going to fight. And yeah, so they've occupied basically the country for a little over half a decade. And Lena and Emily were the family of Lord Gallifrey.
Yeah, and that I got
who
with. All right, I just want to make sure we
who-
weren't about to nuke a city where
ran
little
away.
Emily might be.
No. You know actually for a fact that they were fleeing the city on the ship that you were on, the Storm Raider.
Oh, okay. I thought they were fleeing
So, yeah.
to the city. All right.
No.
Look, I'm just here to hit things. I barely pay attention. I can barely wite my own name. He writes with like
I
backward.
can write my
He writes with
writes
a
name
backward R and
backwards.
K.
Suckerot summons an eldritch entity. Wait, what show was that where it was like all of the magic was just like them saying it backwards?
I know that Zatanna does
I
that.
was gonna say Satana does that on DC Comics. Yes.
Yeah, I love her. I've
Okay.
loved her since Batman the Animated Series. I love that episode.
I
You know,
remember there was some show where it was like a mage and he would like
I'm back.
manufacture a gun, and he would basically say create gun but backwards.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be Itak Nug. It was like he'd say it like that. It was this really stupid sounding. Shoot, I don't remember what that was called.
I don't know,
I'll have to
but
look it up later.
Zatanna has access to true magic. She's basically the most powerful sorceress in DC Comics. But it has to be said backwards, which she does, like on the fly.
If you memorized it, it's probably easy enough.
No, I mean she can just make up shit on the fly. She's just smart like that. Anyway, moving on. That's the only thing I can think of is Zatanna and magic in the DC
Okay.
universe.
Well, anyway. So yeah, the point is for the lore context, Kornheim is a conquered kingdom, conquered by the Irradians, and Astiar is one of the main cities full of people who are at least believed by the general public, people who are collaborators and chose to betray the rest of the kingdom, not get involved in the war, send help to their capital city that was being sieged because reasons that no one knows about.
Okay.
But yes, this is the home city of Lena and Emily that they fled from.
Gotcha. Anyway, that was my question above table because I was confused. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. All right, do any of the rest of you have anything specific you want to do? Or I guess for the sake of time, we could skip ahead a little
That
bit
we
and
can,
say
that we want to
there's
do,
nothing-
or that we can do.
Both.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I guess
mean-
here's the question. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Beatrice.
Going to go do the let them fight. It will. Alma is very tired. After all, she wouldn't go back to the city to. Hey, let them fight. You know, to the big guy. That can happen tomorrow, I guess, or before we depart, to let him know of the big plan.
You can.
Uh,
It's okay if you want to say just like I do that, and that happens like between scenes. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, whatever. That and well, here's. I wanted to ask you a question because I don't really understand that. With Amon's obedience, when you do it, it says that
Mm-hmm.
you ask questions. Can you do like the ritual and ask more than one question, like two questions
Mhm.
that you want answered? Okay.
Yeah. But it's not like Scrying where you receive.
I know, I
you
know, I
guarantee
know,
you
I know.
receive anything of use. But yes, you can ask multiple questions.
Here's the thing. These questions are not really. I mean, they're not that. They are kind of important, but not for the mission. They're kind of important for the.
If you don't want to, you can just send it to me in DMs. Of
Okay,
what you
I'll send it to
specifically
you
want
on
to say, and
DMs
I'll try to
because
respond if I
it's-
can.
It's something to help my mother on her quest. I don't want to keep time from the session. This We
Okay.
can say that it happened. I will. It's two questions, pretty straightforward.
Okay.
Sure. All right. Well,
But the point is,
So,
you
okay.
do your divine obedience, so you
Okay,
now have
I
the
do my
benefits for the
divine
next 10
obedience,
days. Gotcha.
and I go to inform the king about our plan, and that
I
when we
guess the
strike him.
question is, what do you sacrifice? when you do
another
your
finger.
obedience?
Can I tell you after session?
Sure.
I
Yeah,
have two options, but since it's an off-screen thing, I will decide later.
yeah, that's fine.
An ear.
Okay, so here's as you all go to bed that night. I'll go and ask again just to make sure. Do any of you actually consume the eggs that you received?
I am fine with
Oh,
my neck. I already invested in a necklace. I don't need the egg. I can although put it in like a bottle of water to keep it conserved and maybe sell it later or have someone take a look at it.
I thought one was only given to Alma.
No. 3 were handed out to each of you.
I'm going to try to preserve mine and see what it is later.
And above
All
table,
right.
what is it? I gotta go back to the water? What?
Oh,
It prevents me from
well,
changing.
I can't tell you the specifics, but basically,
What did he
it
say?
grants some sort of benefit and transforms you to be better adapted to the ocean, but it means that you will always need to return to the ocean.
I mean, I'm a pirate. I live on the ocean. I don't know, but I do spend. Built my character, even took the sub race trait to be better on the water. Have spent very little time on the water, so far this seems like a detriment.
Well, okay, listen, I'm not entirely at fault with that. There are plenty of opportunities.
It's two faults. I'm gonna not take it just because that sounds like it could actually fuck me over. Also, I transform anyway. I don't need another transformation.
I have decided.
Oh, sorry.
What,
I should specify. He does not say transforms. He says, I think the exact words is he said it will change you. So it's not like a you go more like Morbin time or whatever.
Gotcha. I don't eat the egg just because we don't spend an
Okay.
awful lot of time on the water anymore. So this sounds like it could backfire very quickly.
Okay.
I have decided what I'll do, but I will show it to Endelion and ask her what she knows about it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. As you show it to Undelion, she honestly has there's no way she could possibly know how this works.
Okay, one way to find out. Also, above table, I know actually in character too, because she knows her tenets. I know that Ocean is the essence of Aemon, like one of his essence. So I'm gonna eat it. I mean, nobody else did, so we have to find out. I'm gonna be the Winnie pig, and I will
Okay.
do it anyway because one of Aemon's domains is water and oceans. So yeah.
Okay, you consume the egg. Hold on, I have the wrong thing up. Here we go. As you sleep for that night, you actually sleep very soundly. It tastes a little weird, but it's not like it doesn't really bother you much at all.
You ate a Chinese century egg.
Now that definitely would have problems. Like that would definitely cause problems.
The biggest of tummy aches. God, who would eat a fermented egg? That just sounds awful. Are they fermented or pickled, actually?
Okay, so
I don't know.
as you awake the next day, Alma, you notice that along your rib cage, you have thin slits in your body. You notice that your eyes now have a kind of like sort of milky look to them, and your skin feels a lot sleeker and like smooth and almost healthier, but in a way that's like kind of unnatural. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and send this to you.
Breathe underwater.
Okay, I actually here's the question. If you're just gonna read this out to everyone, I can just tell you what it is. But do you want me to send you a private and keep it secret from everyone else? So I
No,
could go.
go
I could go
on.
either way.
No, that's not.
Okay. I'm gonna send it to you in private anyway.
Yeah,
just
so I
you
have,
a reference for it.
Here.
But this is
Okay.
what the ability that you've gained is. Curse of the Deep. You gain telepathy with a range of 200 feet and a natural swim speed of 30 feet, or an increase to an existing swim speed, as well as a bonus to your AC, reflex saves, and attack rolls while fully submerged in water or near a large body of salt water, equal to 1/4 your total hit dice, minimum 1. Additionally, you can breathe underwater freely, and you're able to use melee attacks, range attacks, spells, and spell-like abilities as normal while underwater. If you go without submerging in water for more than 10 hours, you take a -1 penalty to attack rolls, damage rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks. For every 10 cumulative hours you go without submerging in water, these penalties increase by 1. Once these penalties reach -5, you become a dried-out husk that is incapable of movement, speech, or action, besides basic telepathic communication, effectively becoming a statue that can only be revived by being submerged in water for 1 hour, or by a casting of Regenerate as the spell, which restores the. Okay, it's restores, not restored. That's typo. Restores the husk after 1 minute.
Yeah,
So in essence,
that sounds awful.
So
Sounds
in effect, what
base.
this means, you gain a natural swim speed, a telepathy with a range of 200 feet, and a bunch of benefits when in water. But if you stay for too long outside of water, you start taking penalties until you turn it into a little dried out like husk.
Excuse me.
That's
The-
horrible.
So
The
since
be-
you are level 8, you would receive a +2 bonus to your AC, reflex saves, and attack rolls while
In
fully
the water.
submerged in
Fully-
water near a large
okay.
body of salt water. So for context, near a large body of salt water, that would count for you being on a ship in like the open ocean.
Yes. Also, do you know which place is near a large body of salt water? Astiar.
Neat.
Actually, literally everywhere you've gone right now, except for the mountain.
I'm the better Ariel right now. The Little Mermaid.
You really want racial diversity? Recast Ariel as a nature.
Oh my
God.
god.
Make it a
Okay,
meme, make
let's
it a
actually
meme.
not go there before we get canceled.
Please.
Leslie, check Discord.
yeah.
I pinged you with a meme, by the way.
Which one? The
Let's
last
proceed.
one?
It's in memes.
Based
Yeah.
and Red Bull.
Anyway,
Oh,
yes.
the one in Spanish or the one?
Yeah, the one in Spanish.
Let me.
Anyway, so yeah, that is
Nice, thanks.
that is the benefits of.
Was it an off topic or? Oh, it was in VC text. I'm sorry.
Oh
Is it-
fuck.
Oh, here I'm actually gonna go ahead and
I don't recognize the guy.
I will actually go ahead and post this in VC text too, so
I
you
am
guys
not
can
really
read it
sure
if you
who it
want.
is.
Because
I'm horrible.
not?
Okay. Nice.
there we go. If you want to read over it again, but yeah. So Alma, you now have gills.
Thanks.
Nice. Okay. Very cool. You are now a freaky fish dude.
Look at
Okay,
me.
so you have gills. and
I'm
then
the
it's-
fuss. I'm the fussy now.
No.
God
Now
damn.
I can get
What
the
you're telling
summon as
me
a
is-
romance option.
What you're telling
The
me
what?
is that Alma needs to be wet.
Yes. Wet t-shirt contest. Let's go.
What?
Yes.
Here we lose.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
What means? What?
The wet t-shirt contest. I don't know what that is.
Oh, my sweet summer child. Anyway, moving on.
You know what? Maybe I don't want to know. I'm fine.
Okay, so there are girls. Girls have these things on their chests.
Okay, now I understand
Okay, there you go. Usually at drunken frat parties, there are wet t-shirt contests. Also, there was a thing in the early 2000s called Girls Gone Wild. It was on every late night show as an infomercial.
God, I remember that.
Yeah, so it's just
cringe.
Yeah, it's just wet t-shirts on skin, cover transparent, see bra. That's basically it. It was a joke, but we made the joke that Alma needs to be wet is what we're hearing. I'm like, wet t-shirt contest, just to be funny. But now that I've had to explain it, it's not funny. Moving on.
Understandable.
Ah, Ariel, the best princess. Simply because she's a redhead.
Facts, brother. So true, my friend.
Hey, Astro, I had to turn off the thing. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello.
You're a raider. Legendary.
And subscribe. Oh, it's a subscribe, sorry. It was the thing. Yeah, the alerts are super loud. I updated and it just, I imagine it set all the volumes to maximum.
I'm copying that to my PDF. Okay, nice.
Oh, yeah, it did. All right, I figured it out. Let's drop this down to... %63%. Chat box isn't making any noise. Unmute. Let's try that again. Ah, that's much better. Let's do the follow as a quick test. That's still pretty loud. What the fuck? No, that's... Alright, I'm gonna have to... It's probably on Stream Elements. Anyway, we'll just go back to muting alerts till I got that figured out. I'm sorry. Yeah, I had,
Okay.
I'm talking to chat now. I had muted the alerts because they're deafeningly loud right now. I don't know why. So I'm gonna, after stream, I'm gonna go to Stream Elements and figure it out. But thank you for the sub. Sorry, I thought it was a raid, but again, I don't hear the individual audio cue, so... God, imagine reading. Anyway,
Kringa.
right? We've only been going for 3 hours. We usually go for, well, 3.5.
4.
Yeah, about 3.5 to 4 is like the typical cutoff time. I don't think we're gonna get to any like big combat. So here's the question. Okay, on the next day, you wake up, and what happens first is you see a familiar looking longship pull into port, and you recognize it as being Tolan's ship.
Oh.
Do you actually care to RP out the trading, or do you want to just say like do that between sessions? Like,
Actually, that
screen.
between session will be more.
Yeah,
Between sessions,
sessions would be easier, but I am gonna miss our sassy elf friend. Sorry,
well,
sorry.
if we have a little bit of time,
Draconian.
then
Okay.
it's the same thing. It's just less cringe.
Is it though?
I don't know. Is it?
Look at him,
It's not really
sassy
less
elf,
cringe.
sassy elf boy with the southern drawl. And Gathatir, the baby
Pleasure
dragon.
to see you all again.
Oh,
I know Gathatir has missed you all greatly. I could do without seeing you for the rest of my life. He's
Miss-
not
my
very
fun
honest
games.
with himself.
oh boy, have I got a lot for you. Actually, wait, you only take magic stuff. Fuck.
I might be in the market for some more specialty goods. I've recently started to diversify. Oh, that reminds me. There's a friend here that you might want to see. I convinced him to come along this time. I would have placed him at the same time, but for some reason the GM can't find his freaking stat sheet because he's a retard.
Yes,
As
the
you
party
said-
God dang
inventory.
it, where is he?
Yeah.
God, this is pissing me off
have-
so much.
We have stuff on the inventory. We will sell it off screen. Okay. Some
Yeah.
magical stuff.
Well, Arcus, for comedy theater of the mind, Arcus drags everything, including the sealed chests, out to the boat.
All right.
Oh man!
As you approach the boat, another individual that you
Goblin.
recognize to be a small goblin walks out with a stick and a big bag over his back. Oh, you promised me there'd be some good sales here. You better not be lying to me.
Lizzie,
Trust
look,
me, I'd
it's a
never
guy.
lie to a friend.
Sorry, I thought you were done.
Oh,
Yes, he left. I'm happy.
I don't know who this is.
For context, Moth the Goblin Wizard
Oh,
is
Moth.
a recurring
You told me of him.
merchant NPC.
Yes, I've
Who
been
seems
told
to
of
be
this man.
everywhere at once at the same time, inexplicably.
I mean, he's a wizard. Fuck it. SoV inventory. Here we go. Oh, man. Look at all this stuff that we've collected. And we've got chests. Chests that we're too stupid to open. I'm too stupid to open. 100% honest.
I'm
It's
not
on me.
exactly a gambling man, but I might be willing to take a shot at it.
Neat.
Oh my god, I forgot what this guy's personality was.
Sassy elf.
No. I was looking over Moth's personality chart
Moth.
thing, and it says greedy, cowardly, smelly, perverted, unlikable.
That
That's
sounds
the
very
complete
likable. What do you
opposite.
mean?
Why was past me so mean to him? I don't know. It's so...
I don't know either.
Let's see. If there's anything specially made that you would like, Moth here is quite the crafter.
2 pair box rifles. 3 master
Paying
kukri.
on my weapon. I mean, we can see what they can and what they can't often to not waste time.
Yeah.
About
For now,
the-
as the two of them show up and you begin haggling and planning out your le combat, we can go ahead and end the session there, as we're over 3.5 hours, and that's probably a pretty good ending.
Okay.
Also, I did it again and forgot to update Tolan's trade inventory, so I have to go look at my notes real quick.
Okay.
aha.
Quick question before you end. Since we can play tomorrow this session as well, since it's probably the last, the final session.
That
we
is
should do it.
actually a question I have for you guys. Would you be available to play tomorrow?
I am.
Kinda. I might
can't
be playing.
because I work.
Oh, unfortunate.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, just an idea, because
Next Friday.
B&A is officially on hold. from
Yeah.
now on,
Probably
because
cancelled, but yeah.
Understandable. Next
The-
Friday, we
yeah.
finish our game.
Yeah, possibly. Maybe.
Well,
Actually,
hopefully.
honestly, very likely. I don't see what's going to happen taking more than a session. But then, again, you never know. You guys decide to explore the island for 5 seconds.
Excuse me.
So.
Yeah. Right. Who would do that?
Anyway.
So for context, though, party our viewers, next Sunday, not Curse Strahd, Castlevania in Pathfinder.
Isn't that happening this Sunday?
Yes, that's what I said. Next Sunday, which is in a day and a half.
Oh, right. Yes. Yes. Rayathan, aka M Madness 21, is going to be starting up the Castlevania themed campaign, which is something that I definitely need to finish my character for.
Yeah, totally
because
haven't been working on it at all. Actually, I'm sorry. I need to buckle down and do that tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I've
Did the
been
build
rotating
house,
between 3 different
story?
character ideas I've had, trying to decide which one to play as, because I think none of them actually work.
Yeah,
and I'll
I
just
was
have to make a new
going to be
character idea.
gunslinger till I got saddled with being a Belmont, so that's fun. Now I gotta actually come up with, besides cranky old man gunslinger hunts down monster. That's my backstory. So I guess cranky young man Belmont hunts down Dracula. Backstory. There you go. It's done.
Hooray.
I don't know.
It works.
Of all the Castlevania games I played, the Belmonts just kind of show up and then start kicking ass. So,
I mean, it works. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
anyway, yes, next Sunday we'll be playing that, as Saga of the Seven Shadow Shards is officially over for now. that's cool.
Didn't expect to have it end on a cliffhanger, but yeah, sure, why not? Anyway,
Bye.
bye stream.